NIT 100.9 FM suni na enne Wednesday July 2 2025 time just about approaching 19 minutes past 1 enne wukuada na kutawansabu sumi na yewura mu ne da etosumienu afi empinu aduonu enum na kese afi mu na ache mienu ni sa nti esi yi opepon ede aba ojefo so ahono ana ede eba obanim eko ayefosu ana ayomobo dabi kotonima ansa na ayomobo na jesesi ya no yede aba beduru eye utawonsa ejese kwa ne ye kwa ne sa yo me menti dwumadie ne yede bremo na dwumadie mi amidi ho chia me freme ADAKABRI Mahmudu Osioma na mi ko character eye Magjury osei agiman se ono etimani mu ha production no as usual panyini kwadwo damiado ana esini na so na eye Magjury therefore nada ebo ne chidom owo mi ahima akwefriye ana ono so service mrante kwa ne mi no na technical production eye abna frema abankro ono na ehwe ema yetimi eye de benia interactive on various social media handles said the AC ekro nana ya asafo na nyame ehwe no so na ono so boni chidom na engineering team achu agbo worker batia kwa na jare na abuaje na dasankonoma da nyina sanmra ne se sempro na facilities team no so their big solo and na dada and na Godfred ai dudu na friend Ubrana na fe no eye yaw Sami DJ Bosco na Milson so ya sanmra ne se tetai na ye hunu ba bi ye de fufuo ebeko akwakobo and some ne doso chicha kakra ho na aye ensuomu kwan so ho nsam kakra ho
se manfo no kra no adwa
odi ayenkan aye nana ya kese the only cardinal and ye bedi ho komo kakra afa so no aye national thanksgiving so hono na hwe say was it 1982 yes na kwani fa so a George for me and Sandy see any personal manager major retired aqua the see ade achi ya na see mompa ye yo unze na June 30
yeah June okay
June 30
yeah
ya ade achi na July 1
July
until empire burn ye bosre urade na ye behwe na ya dwendwene ho na politically enso so ene kwambe so ene ye betimi enya that fairness say accountability no
so mapaniaka
eno ni eye hasha bill eye conditions ana enti ye the bill etimi punish ansa na sempa no ya ba behwe aka na enti ubusa say state agencies na oye mandate so betimi asset bill no or set bill na ye over and above the nka eye competent court no so a watena se no be set ya na busa ho no say eye state agencies eye political actors na eye wo mo panyine no ko ama akwako wie se wo mo nso so yes set bibia na ntiemra na nene ye nyina ya nwenwene ho na ye hunu the way forward na yentimi emfa enko se de besi afa ede akro Gusuneti NIT 100.9 FM.
fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kanu ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura dia ka ho. Uhwe dia wapi ho. Ukasa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a pair, Baba Warrior.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, your sorry, no pan on the enum. Ye bishop free gymnum snack. Ye now who I don't yet serve woman. Ye did really a baby bog we had yasua. This way chocolate drink in the enum. And at this one, what's Yanua has such a woman, cocoa woman, brick woman, baby woman. I don't hear any social.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any social.
FDA, I just said you didn't crack to more to say a ye.
NIT 100.9 FM suni na kutansa bosumi ne ewura mu ni de tosumi no afempi no aduo no enum na mam se abodonko apawo meti aduo no enum na ma yenhwe sa ekwan ya yaka ho asem aka ho asem upa wadwene fa ho ene sen
Baba we year of uncle to Samum Junction. A quain no said the woman is a contractor and information available. Contractor no, why ye Jumano, every baby I'm raise a year certificate of claims. Na sa certificate of claims in the Intrian farmer. Contractor no so the onim se only MPP and NDC in a year Juma. Only the onims on the Ghana buying and a year Juma. And minty see a becca your ye to abana ni titiri pa no ye to abani wie ye no ye hu se ekwan no adwuma e woso no slow down enti owura governance agboja e ba bonten e bra de ni si ade so no wie ye no one of the first initiatives so take ye no ene se obekọ kwan no so enti abokọ kwan no so ene contractor no ne engineers e woso ekokuhia na wo mokokuhia ye no ekoba se on my contract and assurance. Say omra kwan so emba me ye adwuma meaning say admittedly no say contractor no necessary sika bi wo ho say ye raise the man by scanning coin etie no na ema adwuma ne delay enti contractor na mpa okọ ho no dey okọ ho no I think ye wukuada na ya wadamu baako na dwada contractor no ba kwan no so and they kwan still kwan no so be adwuma no na wo hwe force na ode ye adwuma na eye first no the rate at which na oye adwuma na slow down say na entwetwemu kakra so asan akoso ne say wo fa kwan no enye ni nyina so na eye contractor yentua ne ka na ama akwan ne delay o ebi so wo kwa onim say amanfo bi at the certain portions of the road at the court secure court injunction eda eye sa akwan ne so sa portions na court injunctions na da so no contractor no entimu konko ye adwuma ho adwuma di asem na wie court cases bebre kwan no so it delays no enye sika pe several factors and lead me say delays no akwa and some factors no na ma kwan no delays about because baby I remember very well say first way area we say no it says bebre kokobai Sabre na we Clement Wilkinson na ye MC wo ho. MC wo ho wo mo ne Ganot MC se chimdom time. Ama wo mo call series of side meetings. Ama for the same call e bi call no me before because na ɛda documentations available sabre na amasa mine ganot ni bom eti documentations ni nyina ame masite some of the documentations ɛwɔ amasa mine assembly ho sabre na no mu bom no enti ɛno ɛka ho bi ɛna cause delays on the road. It road na kasa na ye several factors but say wuni ma de ade be sha ne say ɛna contractor ne ye na contractor ne ye baby wo hɔ a say wo friend engineer Abdullah Mahama Kro be kire baby wo hɔ a court cases da so a contractor ne de so kokobɔ fam hɔ a ɛyɛ contempt of court. It we ne nyina ye no ma say ye ma tiefo no wo mutimi hu eno ma ye cause delays on the road. Yeah, we dey minim fa ho pa no.
Yo why ade nyame nhrawo ne nyina ko wie sɛ asamba ye nyina ne ye behwɛ sɛ ye bɛte ho ase contractor ye de site amount watimi ayi culvert ehunu sɛ culvert no ahanam de asusu akwakosie na into the culvert no oye road at the ban say ya ɛyɛ dan ɛna afedie road no be ye undulating na road no be ye impassable na road no abo betintim mu na yetimi tenas ye ka say obi di bibia kokot contractor no adie na aba ene ni engineer fo ba kokora anya prepared say obekasa chief resident engineer kura anya prepared say obekasa adintra
Over there say internal matters I'm not aware, I'm not privy to.
Enti contractor sabiaku ye the site amount site ye the amount no akwan na ye undulating aye impassable sika benya na wo se wo twen agye a anunti wuntimi enwedwe ho kakra amaka emfaso emma yenye de ben yanka ho asem it is the cost to nipano a womodom wura asha aban mu ma aban ni pesika de ama no sa tete na wo tete sa nipa no ye de because ye kan sa contractor kro no a na eye motorway I would dimilika gri awo ye no enti die bone a na ye de be ye wo a sika wase ye de mam say $45 million so say hwan na ye mfa ma wo no wo se wuntimi enwedwe ho machinery entimi nwedwe ho ema enye passable abra yeguso prise agboja asem na wo kan ye no de no kan ye o se usika e wo se de ma ye hwa ka ho asem se ye be pesa sika no na ye de ama wo but at the same time no dwedwe kwa no ho dwedwe ho na ye ntimi nko eno na nti wuntimi nye eno na nti wo se wo ye contractor wuntimi nye
Wafa sada wakana say yetin sem na say yo.
Da bi nam tete hine na yenti ase. Court asem aka de enti am pesa be say court asem bia ma kwanum. Ya resolve sade na na twam enti watimi atwa covet e de ati obi dan ato nipa so. Say me covet ni na ekoyi. Nipa kuro no so ase manso a eye nipa so. Enti single inch bia ni hono mo a ye kasai obi arrestraini am ye de be she Ghanaian judge. Say Ghanaian ya arrestraini kosi daben. Ya restaurant kosi da ben adentina wo engineers obi antimi nkasa chief resident engineer aden wo ntimi nkasa aden na wo engineer fo ntimi nkasa ukuro ya wo san ye adwuma ewo ye fense bupe wo ye adwuma motorway we so and the state of Ghana no what the contract man wo no wo sinti ye pesika na bampa wo ntimi mfa machine ba ko enyi so say benya ba bia fa
wafa the all Canada say contract and waba site Hinti
waba hinifa what do you want
since when because just about
what do you want na what me enu nie na ye fiada adwuma fo ni nyina so da free hoko now we are asking so what sort of contractor and ye no ti Ghana ha say wona wo ye adwuma bupe wo ye adwuma motorway so ye de oka ye nya sika ne mfa man sabiaku eye muntuns me papa Kofi Bedu chief of staff manhia on the kan ye o se kafu didi
Baba da can dey no crook but
kafu didi
Baba I admit Say,
Kafu, what did he? Na ye won fidie si ho. Na se si aseti ho no mo se si ano. Ye tu na mo say drip machines so. Ye famra me dwisu a. Ye say contractual wise no. Contractor na ye decide na ma no. No ma permission a. Ye timi fa drip machines no a. Expanding 3 assemblies no. Aso say me dwisu.
Yes, and the engineering a task mo because contractor na ye na dwuma. And engineers no and onim the scope of work. It is a drip machine craba be dwisu a. It is engineers and available. Normal directed drip machine. No, as to what kind of work? And one my free ho. Engineers in free. Who's the normally be basically, na dia e sikasemo.
Obianka say
no.
Ye pesi can be dia ba.
Yes.
Na until see this can be beba na dia atum say be posian dia bro. Dwidwi ho ni enkoso en say bone.
And the boni nim. And I know they are born in him. And the woman said, "Better 2 weeks in here, we're free quietness because that's 3 weeks ago. Now one more quietness. And even almost so you make a normal year, Juma. And I do because usually now I tell you so quiet no. And I do bear 10, number 2 free ha. But 2 free cry. Inti ebu abedu so no. Na na do no kwa no more so. It is say now one moon ni so krano. And they say timelines be na enye Juma na say. What is really happening? Inti
sika wasu openo sika no minister ne by wasu okope bi aba yate ye ho ase ye kope busia na ba na ma na mu dwudwu ho kakra fa mayen anu ne ye busa se contractor yama wadwuma wo ye motorway wo san wo bupe hono no ye busa se die ne wo mu ntia wontimi mfa machine
de so odwiso eno de ko ne de baabi a ehwo na monchemonka ni nyina anu se adwuma na delay enu ti na makwan na yes because adwuma ni delay yanka de ye kan yanka o se na kan adwuma ekoso o twa baabi a we yi quota na uduru ga akọ se na se na wo kọ ena baabi o ha utumi se ho no more trouble fine wutimi kọ baabi e kwa asa epa no so asa epa
quota
kwa fa no ayeden
a first asphalt no enu 1.5 miles asphalt just on the outskirts of Fise and the eba pokuase ufi Fise eba pokuase 1.5 miles ko eduru e ho pen the only place ofa asphalt bi so dia kan nyina kuntunsi kwakwahwa amena da ho
yeah kuntunsi one dey say
kwakwahwa amena eda dobro asama yebusa ne se yetimi ama wadwuma foforo bi yempo a right enti wode machine edwi ho keke na ka na timi afa so abra ye hwehwe kwan be fa so benya sika dia ma no eno na de ne senti a awose ye nyina ye pasa wo ha we se mo
enti wo fa one dey so itimi ye bibi fa otimi at least Omakwan near more trouble at the mine. But generally, I was talking about the delays on the road. Because Kwana says I am Monchibonka na yon delayed, you know. And your delays in our courses are until for now Kobasano et say Okoye say you manage the mine. Meaning whether it will bring additional cost or not. The additional cost of family and NTI. It wouldn't be bad.
It's some junction. Now, what do you call new afutu? Bridge in the swamp. Wakoshamina.
Yeah, it's true. And it's true.
And then a one way. It's a contract flow. And a year Jumo. He has some made the Mimi Busan say, leadership no I want him. Come here, Boja. So wouldn't you be my ya and do any shake catch laying? No, just engineer for minimum diamond and Kasaye. To the extent to say chief resident engineer no class min kasa contractor so papa ko krabio almost 80 years as 82 years na yeden wotimi ye adwuma mia nu wo bupe wo san wo ye fa ne san a motorway so na ade we da ha say wo statement kakra kwanti me kan kire yen statement kakra kwanti me kan kire yen frema mo me frɛ odi ahinka ma me odi ahinka de nsusu ye de bi aba ono de aba beto empenifo anim na me hwɛ because asem ayi nipa boni bi say chitafo ni nyina driverfo ni nyina say coach operators ni nyina akodi odi ahinkan asem na chi ana I said me na me so and me na me makwan because and such a hardship it's me the passenger for so and such a hardship about the traveling public you know and motor coach operators na nyabre motor coaches na motor operators na nyabre say
kwan is there wafa so funny there dangerous and risky so funny there enya there ye bankokra nti say you factors lead to that na ye pay who troubleshooters near the ma yes factors because kwan so far there to affiliate no we fa kofro do is better
When offer Kofodia,
offer
transit trucks.
Oh, that one there's someone to me for. But what I mean is, say option also offer Kofodia be here. I think I'm not be required because what I mean is quite not so funny, dear. Am I driving crying yet? It is all driving us over be drew or crying. I am sure say, eh.
First time to see can he and not yet tifa and also say would do suhuma, who free suhuma suboy, and they call ya would the free a year suhum a sunny at the aqua pijan quanta. No, yeah. And then me put said, dear. Odia hin kan so nsusu edi obi oba.
Okay, you maintain you so maintain him.
Odi.
Ova.
Ma hen.
Ya je wa pra.
Ye kwamfuadu. Ye si apia ho ani o. Afrakuma na enie. Odi ayenadia na wakaka ewo radio so say wu susu a mama VIP driver for OA driver for GPRT driver for kwabena bedu driver for ya bebe pam ya bu mi say odi ahinkan susu yede no mo pe susu yede be na susu a omo susu yede no mo pe
Over the Cameda se pass 7 periods and 24 sat here bisani agro ote e bia 1 tin year o friend wa jinkiri mu I just like me wa bi mu ampa e da se Atama makwaka etia na asama ya kanso ya kansa de ho agim edi animu de munka ta koma posifo so madaroma obuo ni ahobrase akwanso omabo ya ho ban ene sen yes VIP for kwabna badu drivers new plan trotro myself meje ankwankwa driver for say nyankopon ya doma na nke ye nsusuemu de edwada ebei ka bia ntu fa kumase kwan so efiti ensawoma abepem enkran ka bia ko obia mpan ba bitra mo bia ntu fa kwan so adenti ne yakasa ofa ye hwe ekwan yi a elinki cast and no binding nyoma ako almost close to 6 to 8 regions. Now you heard the state of the road no kwende otimi se no kre ofa ye dia mia ekwan enye kwan asabe mpero so beka se enwa to chimon agensem contractor no abo minor burankasa wenya daji ma baby na ekota kakaka kwa eja ye fasu kakaka no wakotu tuni nyina jakwana buo ama obi nkom obi ma ene o hyenke ni obetima ka chame odi anka kwa me ebu ase obetu ne car afri ofanko akopem ensanwom awo kusi a onko shop no o ma ne sasnere ena MP for the review so minya kwanya hostu no kokoko o peace fm woso ono anka se dia dance se VAT de ma no busumi ntiene oba bembe di MP amuru dwan soko tie roba enye de home aide ndie ni bi wodi venfa kwanso to parking wo ko constituency a of felupri eno deko of abusa se Ghana ha yemu dudu sen ye ko yekro me be felupri etimi di akọ ye woda financial mozo no ai betimi dai sa ti ye nimi se contractor no aburo anobo man to timi to highway we nyina di gu ho no wanyi driver for ho VIP for kwabra baduka wo di he cars akase nam so etimi car takim cars we bitimi muni cars we bitimi adwonfan awokwan so na dia ya na hina ya botisam kan say it looks like nobody cares about the welfare of the drivers. I said I drive for Ghana hano obia for matem nyasem so car no ubeni deni besi kwaso enso bia ho trotro drivers omu giants omu ko do be kwaso ebo open waji na jama for ba peace fm ti enka bi mo say ai driver for the kwanso mu no bo no mo gina so na mo fo ba kokran ka ho anya se passenger for na sabi mpediasa bani nso mo ana say menwi omu ho dem mo no ya so hyenke ni be so no pa betu ni sen dia free no de be fa kwan ba ko peso no obekwa bo so kan na wo twe bosumi akati onyanya no one day na ase afininsem ndu be den adavene no watima kwan ni mu abdabom ye de anu aka radio so kan ai se be de panyanta no no akoka so konforce ko obi anya na jo be fie tie o ze Ghana mpedifo de ade o mo tiase pa demonstration na ye hwe sika ekwan we produce ma Ghana e doma driver for dem fa kwan we so ye demonstration na mu VIP for kwabra baduka si ni opla for 2M Express trot myself ye nyanse ye nkwa adwuma yam tu kan fa kwan so a e be fa di be si o mem Ye get to any guy. Get me with him penny for them. See, I yet twin penny for grandpa so say. A quan way. Yamam the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I told me 3 6 one. At least someone to me will quote to many the road must be more trouble. And so far, according to me, 3, 4 hours. Obi ma. But the Benny I. What was had the car nam way so yes, coach road word Jesus Christ. On my way, they're calling your many and penfoya fireful. A quan papa, any young tool. That's a baby to Tima, ye dear CC. Yet the quan phone is saying, see and count to Oka Juntia, not pushing a bosom. My just to only be paid. So, it's all for the cabaret, ye to told the slogan of when you now send it through any of my driver for. Or why ye queen muntin the air con. Means that baby, I'm telling you too much affected. But Okwasiano saying in the nonco, anime. In the VIP for Quadraba do drive a 2M express trot myself say. There be a clear taco police station, me or Janka, me do won't be my sammy, they know me a leap make a leader and on. I put the fortune and say, I got that bad dear, a bad dear mom so being a bomb of father boy home by. So almost say I am some coming in there by now, that is 12 July 2025. And I almost say I'm for the demonstration and co. The answer as leaders, yeah, trans and then what China. And run your question Monday, same way at 2 years submit a letter Monday. And then no more for special meeting. Yakwama no media boy ni. The answer you are doing when and what China. Ned Moya come see a J 12 for 2 dear. That is young point duma. Maybe in their bay. And now what you saw. And the could was a gun of when you not down for 1 way so some of my care. Now you put a stop to study work in Ghana. Contractor because just the coin. Do a pen wire, take some tapete Musumisia, no to no Aginica, no to viet, walk. Bonnie Ben a Ghana for ya say, yeah, kwame, no quan any said ye pay, no more man for break. So, yeah, in take one.
You, some one drop of one of the Pema Bomekura say, and almost Pudia in Kansas, you know. And saying, a public interest. Say on my moon and more than woman, and I'm with the census you deal with at the Abba. Na one more Mubaka say, a John Dramani Mahama a buying and leadership mumpo or masam. And Nuntina Manua bring more can a kufu at the pension, Manka. Odimo Bajin saying.
Nana to down Kufu, a memo points football when they say to a cantan town Krumua. Yet TC Krumna leaders now. The first time in the history of Ghana, our man for TC Krumia demonstration, editing buying any administrators of our football. Ye train the moment, ye call parliament, make leadership required on. That a normal penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when you're president, so because I need to go for Abana. A quite way, will be a better train say, on Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, 7 and an member person here demonstration. See a person who needs to not any pakon when Nimua on Ghana. I say only pakon or a great pa or a nice one called Norman Penny Mahama. Because that pan we 7 previous. Tabam and young one shine, you be good at Benny Mass. And you will be taban, yeah, penny. Or man penny, I want any state in your kind, the message your kind. But you shouldn't be selfish. I was saying, you me, Emma Ghana, who do a dream. That quiet, yeah. I'm fed any monsieur, dear, and can't table so. Another cabinet was no mono. A big one mining puntu. A big woman sank a phone from a car and says a rough. Accident is also a 2 better. A month for a human open when you know because of a coin a 2 better. A coin went you dream a month for them gui. You dream a month for them gui. You big read them go number 10 degree then go media. And a couple you then go your day. No because another person, yeah. Yadi a pom 1 year, Kumasi, do one when you're back, Atima Babu, Yakoba, then Tenam Quanaso. Of ADAKABRI politicians, what would you move here? Who will be my dancer? Semina Yaba Tuabano 247, not contract and Quanaso. That's another president. Minim Nasa for political gains will say, Deo, you're 2 belly say, re and a contract on Jing, Ame, or Koi. The fire yarn was our back, Kakra. Maybe intelligence, I'm not taking it say. Contractor say a bind in a 70 million US. Now a bind say or yet auditing on the road. I'm also MP for say we also buy or 7 minutes and also your contractor. Oh no, he said this on PSF from Kukuruku. In Jamaica, a month when we say So ya momode ne amfo buo ne ni die anyo ye chan titesu kwakwa mpanyinfo a ye de be ye preto e contractor na aye e ya ban na aye e engineers na na me no say Ministry of Roads and Highway engineers ho engineers for what me ahwe ma contractor betu to ko eja woko nobody cares say ni pa be wuo say djuma be guo say kwansha be si aya papa na bana kan enfo ho itinya mampani mahamenti ene ye demonstration dey tiana never it will never happen nemom Ghana ho do enya drop bafo nya senkafo ene obiti ensanwa mu a obiti kuntu se obiti sapema obiti hebro a opesu tufro obekrum bi escape kuta no ntimi fe ha da okrum obi oto obedwuma o matese de ye bedwuma no o sori a eye stress
enti umu aye no won mu a wo mu free say eye politically motivated na nanado penso wa anka no ubua ne san biu
ibuwa mi so nyame mfo mbo ne nchom omo no Ghana pa no omo no because ye be ko so tran ye memu na de enima ne say MPP NDC MPP na go afia ho ye say tam na ye de ya pa ye mu divide and rule obi ko ade bi nyina ko kan ya mpam NDC atade ansewa be pam MPP me kwa me bo ade matra ho ade a ye onyankopon mi dance ni samonyo ni ba ku pempo afreme akajem so kwa me mu nkoso nye ana kwa me mu nyaya na me boa even the MP for the we also can say demonstration obababi o NDC MP osuma bawe onu kwa mu say ade a ye no sabi nyanka wom obi onu kuta VH wa park na me ma se tidi ake na me fenko fa na me goku me ho na utra ka say
enti chese enye se na ayi nanado penso no utina radio so kan ho asem da na
nanado dan kwa kufu do penso me kwa me yebo a me tumanu mutuo kan emro mu wie
agbena
editor so obejewo
agbena
nana ya
mami yi sa question anoma
nanado penso mutina ase kan ho asem
ofa obi a ope bia ankofa Peace FM morning show na on play back the whole of between May 2023 and December 2024 1.5 years meni odi ahenkan mi no na sa nipa ntie enkomo a meni odi ahenkan di yefa sa kwa no enti ebia na de ono se na nakufu adokwan so yan penso yan ka ho asem no na oye hoho ya afi no aba Jerusalem sa engineer bimpo resident engineer ubisa no say me na ya kasi no odi ahenkan how many times na na kasa o say adwuma hu a obeka che obi a ono edabo no na ye o mo PR bi no ye say alaji ya te o se bi no ona na se me ye person
chief resident engineer na ye kwabna bempon
obi a obeka say odi ahenkan kwa me ye bo a enye se odi nkwa me na ya kase me kan sa kwan we
akufu ado penso mo kan ho asem
e na me ka kire o say the o say one thing say me ne odi ahenkan kan sa kwan no ho asem no onko tie from May 2023 MSC December 2024 1.5 years. In fact, me kai say around September 2024 we be na me no di na news ama me kra me kan say makoto tape measure me pon adwuma na me kwa me si kwan no so na me de susu kwan no with no kwa me wo kai sa asem no ofa na me no ka say ye si fo mo zezia na me bie me ka armrest no so kire wa tape no da so da wo zezia me de ko susu kwan no enti enye afei ene ye ba be kan sa kwan no ho asem enya afei ne ba be kan sa kwan no ho asem
okay tesi ade akɔwie mu no sɛ ɔmamu asem ne ye ka etinka mu susu sɛ ɛyɛ memene da utansa bosoma ne da toso edu emie no ɛdeɛ na mu susu sɛ mo pɛsɛ yenye
ofa me ya kase me se obia ukura car ana obia wo ye passenger obia wo chi moto sa brain na se oma Ghana mpanifo tie ne se wa massa demonstration ya wadi hu hwamo wadi Ghana hwamo menim se Ghana mpanifo no ade a omo tie ase ya ne sa demonstration ade ba ko pe na omo tie ase wo wiase enti obia ofa wo fa sa kwan no so se memenda we na wotwe wantimi a massa demonstration we bia ofa no wadi hwamo papa wadi hu hwamo no wadi Ghana so hwamo papa ade a hu hia hwe ofa ma menka bibi nkyerɛ wo sɛnea odi ahenkan ka na me kwa no so hɔ na me ne odi ahenkan nyina yɛteɛ me te Macedonia Road o cross Macedonia Road a no abɛsen akɔ Kefori anim hɔ na me kɔ asɔre between Macedonia Junction
any care for any more. And do 300 meters. Me say sometimes, me menda no pa, any kwesi ara no pa. Who twem kra ba besia asore ho kakra no ubetimi di close to 1 hour. Close to 1 hour. Now that's so edi ho. Look, obi ansre obi aso o me kwan ma obi a enye favor aban. Won wa me campaign say yen to aba mamo na mo na mo betimi abu o man no ne ade. Enti yem fa tumi hya monsa, ye de ahya monsa. Mo ntimi nya obi ansoma mo. Obi ansoma mo say adwuma contractor ba ko ba be ya gi ni sika agu ni botom. Na wafa obia ya kwa wo kwan so. In fact, offer me say just last week. Biso obia o Toyota bia. Me Toyota na me service me car. Just last week, me de me car call Toyota servicing. Offer me bobo no kira wo yembe hyew. Na abeye routine say what check kura no every 3 weeks bia no. Ese say wo call servicing. Ade e dia asemo a. Contractor we share kwan we ase. Me see ya tra radio so aka say. Contractor obia mpa wo chewo. Obia mpa wo chewo say ko say we a contractor na onim kwan yi. But say contractor ye kwan na a kwan over 17 kilometers. What to 0 to 17 kilometers? What be that? Who be wa fa? Offer. Who be wa fa? And I'm so surprised that opa of am obi fa asoso so and I say a BBC kwan say say okwe speed ram. Sagana Highway Authority for man call say ya. O man call say ya. The Ministry of Roads and Highways. So man call say ya. In fact, almost started kwan way construction. Almost omo a PRB friend Alaji Yates hwan. Me ne ye interview am catch and say bema. Obakwasia onim hwe kra ndoko na to ahye de onim sa aben. Ye catch ne say masa adwuma na mo ye no. Se wonim ya yesu anim hwe. E kwan de fi say bibi chia okwan no. O catch me say me ye layman. Eti mentwen. Na mo ye kwan no wi a ye behunu. Eti o technical no ene de o maye no kwan we so aye hu. Offer e kira me nda beri na watwe mi no. Me call achim tafo. Me free tafo eba bedru ensawam. And take me 1.5 hours. And I'm bedru ensawam. A free sawam eba sapeman. It took me close to 3 hours. And so I meet me aba bedru sapeman. And bonne ben. Look, a branch so say a catcher Ghana penny say. Omo nye a favor. Omo nye a favor. So baby tia kunyaso na adwen ye ne say, "Wo ye a favor, it's a joke."
Wouldn't mama fan to the odi.
Bra over.
Journalist bi say okokope politician bi buru no nya 2000. Odi 2000 oje wo ko fie na the steering rack ekokobu ye to the 1500 and the to steering rack it you no ne bu afusa obeba demonstration bi.
Offer say me am no dey in last week. Ne ka tie two. Odi in ka tie two okwan so. I mean, offer her. Say, your cousin be a national security threat. Our Ghana has says here. Apart from Sakwano, me be obi betimi have describe and say a national security threat. I'm telling you, imagine so offer. What thing? Amasamai. And now to pokwasi. What your fan go baby and I say who kokumasia. And I just talk of February.
How?
Where did we go wrong?
Na ye kenu na na mumu ye nyina fan 20% odi tie bi. Almost Kwame Agoja jitomo say omo kope $45 million aba. Omo nte Kwame Agoja nka biem. Enti ye ne den.
Offer.
Na odi.
Asem na da ho.
$45 million.
Enye $45 million asem ne ye kan sa.
Omo pay ne sese.
Baby ayen susu ye kan ye ka chom say enye $45 million asem ne ye kan. Offer. Hwe. Atwesere mienu ensenia ni a. Ye di ba kwa no ja ba ko. Contractor na oye kaswa win ba junction kwan no ono ye contractor sebi odwin nipa ho na owo adwin se adwuma na oye ne sebio nipa ne fa kwan no so meme nda ya me fa sa kwan no so na oni de ono so ye ongu asphalt ongu kota but why ye kwan no more trouble
outimi fan check
what me say wa provide laser ubetimi anya ba bia fa de akwa kusi ye de ene na ha no
eti yes stress
over baby I when you $45 million asem no ane say wo de fa grade sikwa no so na onji kwan no na omba kwan no and afa lens na omoye lenses anu manum no a ne ye ka ho asem a ai akwan ka che me say me ye layman de minimum hwe no afa na omo hu lens no ho fa so moye kwan ama akwan na say de China for efu kwan ya ka kire mo say
ma odi sumna mu bi odi almost say a minister for roads so okope $45 million aba omonte ne nka biem eno ne dia kodrei ya ne den
o ma sheda omboa scandal Ghana obi ga justice can ha omboa offer ye ni an de $360 million at Odor River ye ni o ma we You are and you have almost 4 million, 400,000, maybe 40 million Ghana cedis. And you go see MPP Stadium, NDC Stadium, Oakland eventually. New to be as you know my way. Yambani for none and I are canoe. Outside the office also more papa be. And you buy with
it is out $45 million and dear near can't say a buying penny for say you better $45 million in the Abrewom.
She can't the home from Ramian from Wegmano. Yeah, you bet me to
and it's gonna
yeah, no, be 45 years.
Odi $45 million in the hand.
At a bank.
Na unim say tamale to boga va sabalugu ana eba se ye kwa akwaje bosia ne de abeyesa akwan no ana yedi mu $30 million ma contractor say onfa enko na onfa nko mobilization ko toto mfidie ne ade na ye pension ho nsensem eba ye no ana ba se sika na ye kwaje na fe de yentimi ntoa so enkoje se sika no anunti ye jaye unsi ye jaye no contractor na ye man $30 million waya ekwan 2% pe ana de aka nyina egu ho no na ye tutu mu
I don't just see any serious and na ya kase na security threat bi anchin ta akwan we no because you who say we aburo ana say ade a ehu na ekoso wo Ghana say sika no sabi wo hene he kwa kofa babaye but looks like emperor no almost access to aeroplane in Tomo and a program for you mutia, man for any tramo. Tomo Pombe.
My major in Remubi in area on the July 12 on Yababe can once. Maji, almost $45 million.
Yeah.
And now, Minister Sokopedia Babisine or my.
And he said, as they say, Minister, no Bema updates. A dear Bentina timelines or shown because for 15 months, contractor no has not been paid. 15
since October 2024.
Yeah. The October 2024. October 2024, they say no 15 months. 15 months on record, 15 months.
But as at October 2024 was the last time almost a Kensika. It before so na Nekufu Adbekono. No more here $25 million. And John Dramani Mahama buy Akoba says I yentimi ye renegi ntimi amfa says kanama. Until this time no dear ombe here no $45 million.
And some woman to me, I think $45 million and say a sikanin call ya. Say ora Kwame governs Abuja. Otimi any contract and kokasa ya the following Monday or call kwine sono. Et is en kasa ho koso na omanfo e fa so because said ya nana ya can enra me pon torchlight. Me free ana about 10. Midru ekwan su nyina from Tesano police station ekwa ko old station otwa amanfo egu bia yensa wo man kopim St John's utum say amanfo egu kwa because vehicles no enkokora abiem enti an obenya say sa 45 million no say bi ma yempo na say bi aba enkasa ho nkoso na de ye no contract an kokasa ya ofri kwan no so osan ba ye no one ne nkoka na omanfo no so mo ma ye briefing e de na ekoso e wo kwan no so
mentia se no kowie say editor sasem say eda wa ministry no briefu ya me yehunu the state of because my making contact with the ministry nothing forthcoming select committee on roads almost so say just a ministry no ye chance can be so that it won't look like almost so ministry na dwuma ministry so kat enti was it Hamza WW Suhini and amete say on Collins Admako ka ho asem kakra wo Metro Television enti no do Ghanaians not deserve a statement from the Rose Ministry ana
offer obuwa no han ho ayiwa no so obu sesebi onsoso uye nipa uye nipa emim wo utirim moja efa umu uye nipa okasa sebi yesesi yeyiwa no a eno oyiwa no so it tells you the level of disrespect our leaders are called Ghanaians.
Could it also be sebi or those why frustrated say yenyes kana no
onye frustrated one fa ho onye frustrated on fa ho eno ono nanim ono nyame nanim ofa what me afri ha ko sehwi akwa ko benchema ajofu akwan wako ayi ye fe ni sen hamile akwa ko hwe kwan Emma ye friend saying wako techiman akɔhwɛ kwan wako akɔhwɛ ba ko ni aba emem fianko kwan wako akɔhwɛ Kenya se ntɔtɔrɔ so kwan wako hwɛ tepa go so kwan wo se de da ohwena no ha ofanko nsabom wo hunu ya beka ho asem. What is the minister trying to tell us?
Because the last time I can say omone contractor akasa ye kope bosia ma no they are employed the contractor say oyuju hu kakra and then majority can say ohunu bibi say thereafter the contractor
no baso yeah thereafter the subsequent Monday na no baso
wo fe
the subsequent Monday
na make catch say obu say wo ye nipa or ye accountable to you anka wa ye de wo pese oye say obu or we need die kakra just say a modicum of respect at the mawa anka wa head your
the Rose Ministry odi
over
wada romo and ebu said it tells me musa we said dia koso nyina no governs Kwame Agoja honorable member of parliament for Adaklu incidental so no eye ne krom kwa so na aba ne say no because Kwame Agoja ma mi frijo so ana ne papa ne fri Adaklu ya ai gofu age na boso amana kodi MP wo honom yi de ye kan nyina no ye Kwame Agoja adienti na statement current mean free ministry no emma bonten en kan kire yen the way forward on that road.
That is the nature of some of our leaders. Yeah, one of my quarter I could try to you push what can be Ghana for one can put that into your leaders no musuno mobile I say ya bomb funny. Because some visit Ghana for the Omukasa won't be castle, Vivia and Frimuma. Because think the right thing to do, and it's an update. Said the minister to 2 and more, the NTA be a pan, Adan will feed the Kumipa, Aquency. Now resources are eco waste. And so they don't take anything into consideration. They almost and yet almost doing and I can't kind. Almost what the year communal, Omukumubi. There's no way militant base to Kwawe. I'm telling you. Na MP ko anya minister ko wo yusu kwano na minister say MP there is no way yusu kwano obapalu free na ya tweet kano intinya de mo dwen ho ti ye
odie the see so omo nwene ye ho a ma mom discuss the impact of proposed on the 12th year stoppage na mo de eba no in fact me susu say I say ye magana for maximum of up to 21 days. Emma woman notice the sad days because umpese ahonchire ebeba grofo so kese so no it was all more notice to be on the 12 we memen there be na wotwe kura no a enka bia enkosa 19th so no na publicize date no say sad date say ye say so that obi betimi aye na hoboa odi
we ma odi nkasa ofa ahonchire ben pa na owiase a e chense obatan wo na o matifie na o mayare na uniska do mbeko hospital na obi be ka jo se wo de twen ansa wo ne akwara ntifie na akwara ne yare Ghana ni bia ofa kwan so me nya hwo se ahonchire bi chen de wafa mu no
but you proposed 19th
ofa me say wo fra mo se wafa 19th wafa wo fra Ghana for se china and na dwu yakwa me no kaza wo fra Ghana for se na dwu ya yemna ne stop ensi sa kwana ombeba
say anya lamentation in the but you hwehwe solution the solution in say memene da no ahokire no beba na yema omo notice enough up to say be a 19th
now me da no kra na wo mo the demonstration me kra na kana me fa it should be a weekday one may demonstrations on my says and almost pay the greatest impact. It's a weekday now, Quanos Wise, no.
Ajuada,
I'm not to that drive one if you had cry, if you had a going to 4
until Friday 18th July. No, now what me a publicize I'm a gun and
come man to Ghana for Trimo and can they all cannot to Ghana for Trimo because demonstration Nanka happen to
yeah. I'm negotiating on weekday.
My memfa respect my leaders are on police ko share me in fact my very tight intimate me and Kobe. Maybe koya akasa police for proposal and come pen so say
me consider because young consider July 18.
Offer
or see a sufficient notice.
July 18 Abamana to man vote say July 18 here demonstration.
The American say one say sensitized from say be ya
Ghana near offense wam offense wam kwan so every time as a contractor Maria Poma shares our we as a busy sabri. Or see the prebium. I want to be bium pa.
Also for $45 million, but we nyam fam.
Offer. A corner down and $45 million as some near can start.
I see no what the papa.
The all why can say. Would you win $45 million? I would ask for Bugu Kwanswa. A quantity for great education.
Sir,
me tell me great education.
Unyaka on trip and just only what's minimum greater operating.
What I do offer? Say, many operations and I make minimum chiangasa. And I know be okay with my minimum great
Odi, offer. Exceptionally, no so I know. Moma leaders, no, Moma yin share. Now, you can serve notice and from my select committee on roads and serve notice and from my minister of roads and country almost say a year on Friday, July 18. This is what we propose to do. And reason why you pay yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you say that intention to do something on July 18, it may then necessitate to say, President of the Republic may step in and say yankonko pesika no asami jamfi agede aba 50 tons of gold na ekono omumpemu 45 million no emfamra. Exceptionally leaders no muntie we na yentimi planning kanchre Ghana for no munya hoboa say on that Friday July 18 no say because I was here about directors of OA transport amane. I was about directors of VIP transport amane. I was say a year GP at you do branch 4 for your bomb amane. I was about no plan drivers union for amane. I was about 2M express amane. I was about a year vision Shaibu amane. I was say your boy a year Robert Soso VVIP amane. I was say over 5,000 coach operators no any trot drivers in Niankra your boom nyina mane. Not just say your magana for TSC say on Friday July 18 anopan no num na enipa na aye tenchem ewo aye amasama honom na enipa na ye tenchem aka entime nko ka entime ma ko wie say adriver fo no omo de car ne beko no wo na abegina honom no a ye kan asemi na je say obi beka ne say one ma aye Rose Ministry no select committee on Rose no president of the Republic one man enough notice odi exceptionally mon consider we Odi
the bu na line na to but offer
exceptionally
the all can nke ye pa nke fe but ehunu wo hunu no mprenu
e bia answer na date no bedu no ai watu anamon
offer e na make kira wo say we ne de anka de na ye no juada wo
ai se
juada we ya wo
na driver for make kira me say o pe odi hyehyeye no
anka ye no juada in fact wonim say sa adwuma we ye Post mpanifo pa bibi we for security reasons they mean to be for mudin tuja but dey we ye were police mpanifo pa
between GP1 to GP5 baako ete honom
offer apart from GP1 to GP5 no me say ye were service chiefs omotisa akwa no so sa dey we in fact omokora na amaya ho dey amaya
ye ntia sa on the 12 no me sire ne say district command MTTU mile 7 madam there's a person ba occur accident scene ye kohwe akwa ye de be akosusuo no and na car etwifa no so wo ofanko enti madam mile 7 sa memenda no and na ye na year was a transport fraternity no ye nyina yetimi kokoboa mile 7 for
ye proposal na ye de call na nkenye memenda we na otwe ne demonstration na ye juada we wo police for na can say yem fan hye memenda we na wotwe
commander wo ma 7
police for no munim
ka twifa no so accident scene
yamanabusia hyeden yamamo yakọ yapa
exceptionally mon consider Friday July 18
of auntie yamanabusia for hyeden
I know the 5,000 operators ni nyina everybody betato
demonstration ye here ni padodo na dey demonstration
I said there
ye here ni padodo na dey demonstration na make catch na say initial plan no na demonstration ye juada Ghana police service for na say
man ko
ye fan hye me da no mo ya aware pass ye wo ho because police
escape
there be escape
muko
ofa ye we kwan ye mpo kwan ye law abide because Ghana mrana nka se ye permission free police wo ho emrana nka sa emrana se ye nyi o masu tire keke wan kan tire se ye nko permission free o mo
but that ye yesre ne se ye hwehwe solution for the problem
first one na beba so nyame yadoma memenda we na wo hwe ne ye nsesa no e beba so memenda ba we na wo hwe na anu achi no
first one mom ye nye ne fiada munye ne fiada
da memenda police ko se memenda na ye ma
odi de ye ka nyina no Rose Ministry
na wo fa se wo pata na se wo dom yen
me pese ye solve problem no not necessarily say ye tiagu montren so no because
ugo kuma se chanansia na
ofa wo de trafie we de ho amane be ba bebo
oh so me yi kira ye kasa can you imagine say ye wura ka ba kwa okoto ye buses me no ni chief driver kuta ba ko chabala bus on fact to 10 ni chief driver ekuta ba ko chabala ena ba ko so aike kuta ka ni ne edaduanan 6 weeks ne bom pesa tutu
ofa what am say
and na kwa when sika of VIP pa your friend na Georgia a Georgia omokoba ya na bom pesa na tutu na Georgia ye ho adwuma a Georgia ye adwuma 24 hours say teton so odidi bom pa no ho a etutu no I do accept but me hwehwe say threat of ye bibi no can get them to work
ofa de o kan eye pa betimi abo anka Ghana fo omote anibo a nka we ka nyina bebo pa ya da sepa se wadwene empanifo ho se wadwene Ghana fo ho ahu se ye kire no a ye se ye beye no e de aho kire beba Ghana fo so a o pass ndua ma Ghana fo enso ye da ba we de tenase ansa wo de tenase me enwie ye wie de ho amane be ofa asem na ye kan ho enya agudie sem o in fact it should be sa demonstration we no offer sa me de be na otwe de 80s awo na se beyond eno na ye ma ye ho 2 weeks
oh ti just a road map
oh beyond me that way na otwe de na ye ma almost
Saturday July 12 second Friday July 18
there be o de ye wie me that be na otwe de na ho
and be informed
de aka no ye nye no weekend bi om de aka ne ye be ba beto mani mu behu se enye se ye ko 2 hours na ya ba
de ne ye hwehwe
de hwehwe ne se munyi kwan no mayen ekwan no de senye asphalt nso ya munya mo $45 million amode begu asphalt na mumma grade and kodwi kwan so na nya more trouble. That is all we asking for. Nobody is asking for asphalt at this point in time.
Omunyudwi so
omuntimi ndwi omuhwe na omuntimi ndwi so a omonka nche mariapo ma contractor ne say sene na kwan ne tie no a obetutu kilometers 0 to 17.6 as a hwan no on father than ya de dada no meto ye ho ye pene sa
because ono so raise issues about say ensuo to a na adwuma na yeden na emum no kontra ye fence engineer for obi antimi ma abonte mega obi a ne me ka no wa akire
ensuo to na adwuma na yeden
adwuma na yeden
o tutu kwan kilometers 0 to over 17 when hu say ensuo to kwan ba adwuma na ba yeden wofa me akwan yie no me nimu kakra fan me ka jo say me ye fence gere ntu na nya sa agro na me di akwan yie me nimu kakra fan re time almost started sa akwan me be kan say na tie no kwa mo de ye feeling no for me men call lab but me de mani keke hwe sa na tie no e questionable kire say
ya won tie atwi nsuo sa na tie
we ye clay and ideally ye kwan na wa ha say because of sea level no no ensese ka contractor no kwa ohu from the get go say ensese o pass akwan we nyina ni twakosi level bi
eyi
we no yi form no na what this ye fe
atwi abo no
on fa abo kwa ngu ase man ansa na wakopɛ de abosia ewom eno okoya okokoto asase be abosia no bi wo eno nyina ha wefo o resist certificate o mutua ni nyina ho ka me be ka on ho asɛm wa ha radio so say me de na tie no o me de ye kwan enye papa mame because me hu say enche be nya problem eno o me keka de o me ka me se mate mame fa me lay mind na me baby na afa na aba be ka che me say wa would clay akofele kwan na clay no be ma problem na oba be ka che me say ensuo to ma problem man na so ma wo
amenka me say o say new nation e say ADAKABRI is fighting for NDC because he did a very good campaign for them.
Oh, and they are here. Offende. And look at the Macron. Yeah, because Macron
and the woman said, "Enti memendano. When na I was so bad one thing.
Memendano ansa na meko me chief PR ho no akasa no. Offer. Memendano Ghana ni Ghana
memendano wotwe nya memenda we.
Memenda we na wotwe. Ghana ni
no but date no date.
12th of July.
Ghana ni Ghana nkankro ene mpunti ohia wo Ghana ni Ghana bambo ye security ehia wo ene Ghana ni Ghana apomuden ehia wo ye to nsafro say brebi ena me medi ka kire wo say offer
bi so be dan 500 t-shirts
yeda na se
Yes, I want to say donations. Odimu ma shall say donations.
Oh, offer donation per se. Enya donation pe why yan ka say obi amre is campaign hwe. Yen sere obi ase pe ska de ade. Ye kan say
kidi ye ka say wa wo ba. Say eye ni bre 70 no. Na bibi a ye kokko fa hye. Na fa boti, na fa biba fa bawta. Na pa nsu a wo benom fa kuta. Dan ze nya mabo enenye etu atoto. Enenye ateni. Kiedi ekogina kwane so a esen ne bi nko e de bi ma
oh block high arterial road
yeah na ese kwane block by itself
na block
na kwane na ho na block dada enti kwane nkasa na ho na block no empanifo anhu ane kwe na be mo hu say
blocking an arterial road no you require advice.
Oh yeah, that is why we've consulted the police. Anything any police for Nakasa no. Over and friend is a chrome ha. Kwame more fantastic say. Chrome ha yenye masa wo. Yenye masa me obi oni mi bia nim say me throughout my days as student leader. Ade a mempe ni say wo be ye obi ade a etete nipa found now be pretend say the wo ye no wo nya ehwe.
Blocking
an
arterial road require advice as to whether you are able to do
keeping me in a stretch of a road that ordinarily should not take me more than 20 minutes to cover. Keeping me
17 kilometers.
Good. Keeping me in that space for more than 4 hours is not an emergency.
So why now targeting by this action?
Why necessary coin or when way?
What a good question to a good question. Question to question.
Was so to tell you who can you?
Why na kwan of access way?
I am Monfred, chairman of the select committee on rules.
Parliament. Parliament. Of our kind now here. Save Ghana football. Save Ghana football. Many team here odika ho bi. E stage offense save Ghana football. Any parliament shia. Yeah, massa. Yeah, parliament shia. Ya ni speaker shia ya ni omo di nkomo bia ye bedi any ade but anamoa parliament etu ye no e ma me nya gidie say parliament e right forum a ese say no omo di san nkomo we especially when that parliament also say as one sided parliament my majority for beti ya decide say minority for omo ba biom kra omo wokoruma omo beti ya adwuma bi ese say omo ye at this point wofa me nyi ni say parliament any right person say no omo di say there offer there say ya
offer man be say na me ba 20 say no you were a period from this time till 12 July.
Yes.
Say koba say you who say adwuma bi action because as I speak now information amagada say satellite eho area no woma shase a woma ye ho adwuma now eye ne ya I believe say mo kon na udru ho excellent.
Both the engineers have not confirmed said there's any work.
Jerry, at this point, that is not what we are asking.
Oh, okay.
All we are saying is say, okay. Yeah, but see a magana before who say,
all right.
Enough.
Because it may not be just about Sar Road repair. It is about the state of the road.
Of a medical catch now say, contractor crone be na ye kaswa to Winneba Junction. That contractor no, metiniso anama sorry.
A crowning blockade.
Wo bunipa. Obunipa and adwuma na oye no so no otiase of ahwe ni lanes on kwa ni lanes no mo ba kama ne ade no at least omo ko say no or be 4 lanes emo obenya ba bia fa omo ba so sa
e mfuturo na emini nipa but
obi complaining yan complaining who dey mfuturo kunyen e kwan na nsanye e dey say yanya ode wo yakoto anase wo yo ha yanya ode e do fa asema wo ho ne say Ghana ni bi a wo dwene Ghana ho Ghana ni bia wugidi se oman no onsusu wo twaka ewom oka bia eyeye ene eto nsafra o se nyame yadoma memenda ebe na wotwe ma enyina ye nhia o sa kwan so na Ghana mpanifo no de omotia de oye kire de omotia ne demonstration eno pe ene kasa omotia ase na eye ebraso se ye mampanifo no hu se ayeye ne omoye no omonye me maka se o fada kabere uti hei program awuye wonye obi a favor wo program a wo ye obi answer wo say be radio presenter wo na wo say adwuma wo wiase nyina no
na we yi
de wani gye ho na wo de wo nkwan na nyina si ho a wo ye at the end of the day bosume so a obegye de agu boto me nsoma obi so onkai contractor me nsoma obi so onfa ne hunsi wo say oye political leader mo na mo se mo betimi aye na mo nya tumi ne de nti a mo gye ye no mo mfa nye ofa sa bre no anani partner se etne session demiri fam say ya to aba ma obi on de mfie 9 eti ye trans ahwe ne mfie 9 na wonye de obey no sa bre no etwam se etimi to aba ma sante achim central MPP lusu de na so hu say bibia woni mre
na
asante achim no sorry
odi oh sisi dia Oliver Baka we hwani afa bia anya wo
of a demonstration dia ba kwa mi nsuro kra no say police be cheme o kan Galatians chapter 4 verse 16 o say no kwasem a me ka che onti madana otamfo ana
no kwasem a me ka che wonti na madana otamfo ana
Galatians 4:16 me quotation me denam you say na of a medical ka che say ade amakoma ntumi ni injustice mintimi say metio na me hu say wo sisi obi ana me hu say wo ye obi ayakayaka de na e bia wadwene mu no nipa no onni kamafo ana ontimi nka binti na wo ye ne saade no a makoma ntimi saade no na saade omuye nti ofa wutiri se wuti hoy as transport manager what of fuel egu ka mu se u VIP mfa car free hanko kuma senti dia wo be pene se driver no be spend 4 hours between Ofanko and Zawam as transport manager de open no
de bida
eno ne e kan se
driver ni betu ana wa fear amunamuno
enti nipa no kra driver na odi afidie no kono offer have you considered the health of that person
wa fear kra
say nipa te esti achi na on move na ogina faako
na onhunu ba bi obefa
na onhunu why restless o ka nanim mental health issue bi ade wa chance ade we say
ayemie phone line ne kakra na wodi
the American is a transport manager any other transport managers e Ghana e di nyame di pa mo chew se mu dwabuo mu kura memi de be na wotwebusu me ne de to so edumie no yes remo munya madaje nyina na mo mekan ye ho na okon aye akun e ya mansanko ya nkoma ba kofo ye kodi amayanka se freedom sika e de ye na mfiri obi abotom na ya ka sika nobody is doing anybody favor obi na obi mu bia the duty of leadership to make sure say this road is fixed some face kwana ye ni obi any issue intimacy
the road map no na wo se mo hwe ne ye say anya din say VIP be donate bus loads be 2 bus loads na o be donate 2 bus loads of drivers and other staff and at least no be assured say we need a VIP be donate bus loads of drivers and drivers mate and other staff but some ma obi entwamu nkono mon reconsider say there was so person otwamu kono e ma ne kwa ma ne ntwamu nko
okwan ma ne ntwamu nko o fa kwan kum lipa kwan dia kwanhia aba ekwan timi block 4 hours ne di page na kwam no otete me se na
kwame
ambulance elso yarefo no waka kwam
kwame
ede na hu ti we
kwame
minia
dada na ye ona enye demonstration obi atima twam
ye timi twam dada
okwa nipa no twam ko hen he ofa asema na ho ofa enye agudi o
se obi se ono de obetwam akwa
o dabi o mesene
mo mani ntwam nko
so obetwam a o metwam
o dabi se yen kwasi ukwana
dabi yensu obi akwanza o pese otwam ko ba bia men na wa twam ba bia wo ko no twam na kwai
sakwa da kwa so
sakwa da ona so obetumi atwam a twam na ko na de ye kwan ye de ya na yesi no yensi no ba se wo betumi atwam a twam na besene ko
ekwan be na salute kan timi faso ekwan be na anya kan timi faso ekwan be na VIP timi wo ba se wo fa da kabere wo fa na be bekese when I baby because bus is kuta mo nyam kwala bus he can bo amode ye maintenance editor no enough of any kwansi etan ye omo be ye yan kan envio ha ne etan envio nwotwe ne etan ho ne ewu ne ebu
enti anopa time ben na enhyiamu ne ba
anopa no num pepe na bani na boma say den
o ba so ultimate to a bottle of water ba
yes ye di frikuntu say any Ghana nyum ya arise Ghana youth for your country. Yeah, the non-tennis are by my repoma ne site we say shine.
Memfa bobo na se memfa Ekwan logo.
Obetini bobo jama kakra palogo kakra ade bia be ma won so wa ho keka koso no agina sa Ghana ni aye de asema ya ediu and then kwara sorry 3:30 am from coast
Edu go gina wa akwa na se mu be present eye petition bi.
Ya be present petition ni dia ma ya kan say my former for manager so mu stadium junction
Eye chief resident engineer no.
Mo I want you about press conference no. I want you need don't never be because I want you office. I want you home and check when you be home. You want to get 2024 somewhere November and you be real 2025 never me. Mon worry. And I'm also going. Yeah, man, find that.
Offer. Nano Juada. Nano Juada. Me pon the platform. Me free do my be 10:15. Me do fear na ko 2 a.m. How much me sorry about Juma ba morning show. My poor Juma 10:15 every abeka janshi how. Of a me call supplement. Me do fear na ko 2 a.m. Na na me call wale.
Can you imagine?
Offer. That is the seriousness of the issue we are talking about. Set me free. Abeka junction. Call supplement ha. Me free hat 10. My call could do 2 a.m. Me free fear 4 a.m. asa be adwuma. Na ahode be na me de be esa adwuma na me be no. Ahode be offer. Enti na me kan say, ese Ghana benefo no offer ye mo ti ase say, obi anye enye to den tre obi a be akwaro
Oh, this guy.
o ya diska. Sika no hwan sika na eri tuaka.
Inconvenience no.
Offer hwan sika na eri betuaka.
Nyame no.
Utiata, mi tuata. Enye attack na betuaka. Endi afi ofe na wo ye na wo ye.
Na
Offer ne pa se wo sori ye sori ahomachi. Offer se wo sori ahomachi pa na wo ba adwuma. Na wo hwe school nkwada.
Anam
School nkwada be ye ebi wo kra wo hwe akola ya wo say akola 6 years 7 years kra onyan.
Wa nantem.
As early as 4 a.m. the parents did not have the jump because oma mantem a omu nyaka na mental torture ben na chance ade we wi.
Osanya ka no so a asan de nche.
Wofa. Onyaka no so a. Wofa ka no so a. Ofa ka wo ebia sapemana. Driver na be ka che ne se okọ amasama. Odu amasama ya na yayi no. Na wakọ squad na ho dada no ho no masa aprika afoforo a ekọ fanko. Oduro fanko na yayi na si ho no akọ squad no so a egu ho no ho. No mas
oba school
keke.
Na the public schools ni area.
Parents ni bi eso eba adwuma okuro fa public school but obi ho a oya adwuma okurum. Maso ni bia. Oya adwuma okurum. Ena so ka se oja akwala na fie. No na ba kurum hwan na de akwala na be ko school ama no. Enti eso ode akwala na ba kurum.
They travel along.
Opon a na wafa na ade ko. Enti sa parent no se bia ofrin se om kra na eba ye fa ne se om aba be si ebia me de fi me de na na aba be si sapeman na na be si poku ase amasama from amasama no aba si poku ase to ofanko to achi mota aden ofa aden.
Enti
where did we go wrong?
20 working days in a month no se parent ne ba ekọ ne aba na sa 20 working days in a given 1 month no omuko sa ahochire we mo odi stress be na betumi aba omo so
the edi kan kwa ne say we oba tan odwen so because we need table minded and akula nso ko school and money bo form one thing ne say akwa ne do school dem anu okoda o do school dem because time on kode bada ne dinya ne no edi ne nya ne ko tan toto mo so no ye ndi say goose it to come to come into a period into Kwanankasan mentally on your sound. That rest out here, the many periano home, no go square timid idea ohun, wa messy. Or Bartan Council Bedgama or Digana, or Dream the Banu school, as I dream, fire or Sabbath out and phone so, and yes, I will ban and over our own crown. Oh, consul the same procedure. The bay kuku, and real foot through ya, says ya, qualify you so. And not for all the hospitals and for like hypertension. Nyamado me hospital. Akolakito no hypertension.
But do we even have statistics? Do we even have statistics over upper respiratory diseases? Nipetis apumu honum, including kwala almost suffer.
Maybe I'm a hospital that can speak to that. Any papa hospital or Bowa Kwe, the more gentleman in foot, no one now call. Kwama Sama Hospital, they'll give you the same report. For M&J, work one baby, J. Vanny, I don't want to say one factory, Kona Kubisa. mfuturo mu ya de bia se nipa nya nam kwan we so no amanfo anya minim nipa because of this omutu free woba minim akwala okoto BC oka trafficking mo me say ne first paper nya na ono na ne hawo eye oman ne hawa ya kriti dia ma no into afa eba ya restem ene apomiden sem a ekwan we de ma ugo hospitals na ubebi onum me staff bako no eduma afrakma hospital or records ekwan we nti sebe the nation fight ekanyame konya kwani nyina wi me no ka se mama ne leave akwotena fia o madwuma bim because ye di akese won fa kwan so madwuma Monday to Saturday na anhwa ye bekuna kuniba
na aye bepon so so e wo medie no a ensuo ne to no na adwiri bepon so de ba kwan mu so ye ndan
eno nti nya contractor na semo a say so returning war ni nyina na sema
a chese sika kakra no so obaji ase contractor na no ho asem na wo pare ni nyina ama no e
say ketua say kese de oni mpanfo kan ojitu mu no na mini hobi
yo
se na enye mano a ko ka so onye o hwese offer ride man no se na enye mano a na o ho kwan se o kan se sika na mo de ma me no en offer ye fan se ma ba VIP se sia se me high bus me ko sunwane me say offer in and out make me to 5,000 cedis se o ka se yo a na kire se eye ma o anamboa
na tie
but enye because me say 5,000 no go free akosunya entimi to fuel enti basa wo jitu me say yo a entu na ye kokodu kwa so abebo hwene gumi so say 5,000 na me de ma no enso me kan ye wo jitu
okay ne kura no
offer
odidi na adi gya ye no akona na ya so de na di abre odi ne kura no timuma ye na fe no yemfansia
offer dem tell ne aseda edikan say onso aja wala na fesere man na onso afra jintirimu yedin timu na ma yede wase pa ne mom de me say Ghana fo ne say adwuma we nya ba kofo adwuma wonso mo ne nipa ena obi amfa ntu ne timi say enye otan obi ntan aban bi eyo man ene ye opportunity ye na say kasa radio so ma ye ne edu akiri tie toto esre amansan nyina say nyame ya doma na me de be na awotwe anopa na onum bomodi bia so obehia ye ne ye dom ewo kuntu ise ne ye de nantie afri kuntu ise be pe mama sama sedum jansi be bia maripoma ne office ne site ne wono ne site engineer abedi nkomo say afedi ayeyo tom omo queen into kwano omunye ni more trouble not by the close of next week or next 2 weeks no ye wo tie timi fa so kokuma say etimi fa so ko bono etimi fa so ko upper west Nigeria for the Burkina Faso awo wo ye omka timbe mu ni dai o betimi akwa enkwa ene gapade ye bebo ho ban ye de wase
yo odi nti ye besa no adi nkomo ansa na ebre na so na ya hwe se yebeku so obusebu sampanefo no e bia remedial action bi bekoso ansa na Saturday July 12 na duru so ye de wase
so bo na wo fa ADAKABRI fancy wo fa no ye hu demonstration ma enu betra Ghana ha pa
oh the woman say me the don be ba 2012 no driver ba konso so ewuma o se me kusie no woto ase enti je se no Evans o se me kona me kusie driver no o se ja driver fo no mo na eko na wasoma no oko boga oba na kintampo na obija stationary vehicle see wa o mo de bebo mu a wa free mu enti na se man kusie no ama busuafo na ehunu se wo panyina na wadi akira babia ya na but memma je se edom kese pa beba na make us a procedure ba no so a na oye district officer o ma 7 MTTD antivider I no so no oko accident scene isusu na car for so betwi fa no so ono so be na yie no ma 7 police station no ma enti dom no a ebe koma 7 police memma dom no aso so asan ba ho na yetimi de mienu nti ba me personally ne de secondary action na ma san be ka ho bi why we differ me why
yera so fa yamishra
so nana
offer
money abrio
offer he baby ayedru no ho me tiase se sebi nyankopon de onipa dua di brebi a ode wo dua de bre onza na no Yesu ka se mbe kire Peter hospital anko bonsam pe wapo sentete nanso masre mama na se unya baby gina aya wo so kai wonua no menyi ni se Awurade de me firi me hame
odonko da no nyanko
enoda menyi ni se Awurade de me firi me hame ba Peace FM se me hunu enema enye na ekoso oman no a mimiama no o kan Isaiah o say se hu achiwade e bo oman ni se gina kronkron bia ha no hu se bre na so edi se me meti ho as a presenter
also the area
me yesam juroni apart from se menti area ho kran kameko menti area wa se eye violation of fundamental human rights no e ka meko na me san area hobby na me hunu dia ekoso me nsro atenie e na me so
e dia na betimi install July 12 date no
ginyame
bibi antimi install no
nyame pe
okay
ginyame pe because of ade na ekoso no as a parent me tuona mo se me sore ahomache na me ba adwuma imagine some catch us na no dwada me free adwuma ma 10:15 na me kodu fe na ekobo 2 am
we san sore ahomache
esan se me san ba ha na kwankoro na me san fa sunti na se me free fie 4 me da sen me do fie me dware sen
na udako mu kura
ofa
me ananko
eno ne asem no enti no hwe me kura me ye pani no hwe stress a ebeba me so and if I am accumulating this for sabretin ya ofa hwe na akola ketwa me se me tu ahomache sa na me ba na me hu parents no mandi o machi a e do mitimi
ukotodwom
me hu yira me se akola ketwa ndi akola we pa wo banyina nya adwene ben de adwene ben ayebobra papa ben na akosi ni sen because akola
ne boni ansem akwakwatena ba bia kwa ne nye
ne boni ano no ne boni a waye owiase nyina no wa bre anka eye oman bi so a enka sa akola no oman ni tua neka ye ntua neka o ye sa punish sa akola na ka ho. We can't live in a country like that.
Can we quantify productivity a ye lose?
Dabi eno na mpanifo nwen ho a ye me ya no eno na mpanifo nwen ho a ye me ya no ofahwe o de watutu kwan kakra se ukọ aman ya omokọ animu a omo train system ne ade ye adwuma enye den se obi betena ba bi tise sunwan no ye adwuma wa akra
baba
because onim se so tra train no mu a electric speed
time say obeduru
30 minutes maximum 40 minutes obeduru eti ho no e be a cost of living no eye kakra ma no eni ade obetena ho enye problem yen ye haide a crime so betena supplement so we adwuma wa akra. Think about it offer.
I just say and some cry peri urban no and some peri urban
and some offer
because me no meet 20 kilometers away from circle na 20 kilometers away from circle no me yana under 35 minutes ubusa ho say wo so ba bia no enu 20 kilometers na wo so in 4 hours
offer he obi a otetasako wo free aha yete kasa be ka junction ha na wo ko ensawo mu a obi otetasako oni unyina twakwan pe de okotasako enso de okotasako no ebeba ba bedura ye na dwuma pon na wo nya ndu.
Zofa, why are you not reading our messages to the hearing of those MPP bootlickers? It's a message from the Bamenken country.
Who are the bootlickers? Me ni odi ahenkana. Okay.
I'm saying
MPP for me,
and I'm saying this in me.
MPP for me, and this for you,
and the movement of was a better.
Over the king,
Yana do baby, we moon there, you disregard.
Oh, with the Macachos and me.
The key point is, say, obit is our stretch and also. Can we quantify almost mindset, psychological stress they go through?
Unfortunately,
productivity we are losing.
Unfortunately, senkai idea Ghana your maya you use occupational therapist. Any idea nanka ye therapeutic analysis of sa ni maya wo kan nyina no e nanka ye beti ase pa. Na of a research actually says stress, accumulated stress. Ekum nipa chan yare bia.
When you are bent out, adwumboni timi ba otirimu kura.
Of a wan kasa kura wo ye represent out. Days bi ho wa obetena console no otimu say
yes
Charlie and
that's stressed up.
Yes entiama wa drink cleanse so and what
maybe say na so you stressed obi o wa na o ye kese it to aka say ya wa ye yi
da bi wonye yi ehia ne nkonkom wo fa wonye yi so and this what trans hwe san nema we nyina na wo say vaze de ekoso no emfa wo ho a ebefa wo ho obasa wa kai sa achichide ne anomane santampe homa story no so wakan na ena tampe homa isidue so na twetwe achije ase
otapro no ho
achije ase tampe homa yi ka che krachi na osisuro na wo ye de se ade no a wo ye no ebeba be kan ye nyina o na onya de wo ye no ahoma se o me de
anya se me ahoma me de me sensan dua ro ho
ena bofo hu no anomane no otu no tuo
tew
Anumaya nya baby antosa baby achichide da.
Eda.
Oba we nya anumaya nya achichide.
Yes.
Eso achichire bom den no be achichire.
Utwa homa ne de achichire.
Maybe offer.
Wawie.
Nyamishira.
Kad na nyamishira ye ne mu bedi nkomo. And the businessman comes in, Solomon Owusu, or your haulage owner. Na type of trucks are who use any type of acquire or trucks no use no. And then acquire who do bears a 10. Amekai nano as I become class a man can't a Jaboso Junction, de Kubunsun Quanta, and also some maybe the Honomosa men can't once. In Como ye. A year 17 kilometer Ukiasi to and some junction. Almost impassable. Contractor is owed an outstanding $45 million. State of Ghana ain't me redeem certificate no. And ama ekwana enjoy. Resident engineers are unwilling to speak to the issue in public. And then rules minister, for whatever reason, not speaking to the issue in public. Select Committee on Rules. Omunyina mem. Kennedy was said, or saying, Uno, so I'm from Puno Busani baby. Honorable Jim and Sacrado with me fat, but on news or because I want to state of paralysis. We a businessman. We a haulage contractor. Okan and I'm council. Ura Solomon Usu. Then I walk on.
Of Abedase, and Antiquan and Semian scan to plane, sir. A Juma yin, a Sika yin, a Recoto pass. A coin am singing anye, and Intino Obecoabano. I know shocks are a cape, and ya cape, a ball joint, and your ball joint, a spring. Asifim of Asifim. Na womo abubo mudi amso mo beso mo bekasa ye minister the deputy select committee ni marks of disrespect omumuye esanse yene na anamu na usi u di dwumana ma manfo no ni edwumana ma ho enti se manfo ne koti biemu mu a eya edi aho kire ba wa sede se de tie biara so cheche bu kire ne tie ase from Amasama to Samom, 1 year to be debate 2 hours now, Jinafako. 21st century, Yenina say Ghana a gateway to West Africa. Sakwan ya so the Coco for Burkina, Ecofa, your friend say, Mali, Eco, Niger, and bottom. Now, ye named the Intia, acquiring good anymore, not in Kay.
Ufri and crying. Call Eastern Region, when I'm Sakwana.
And one I'm so.
Of course, Santa Region, when I'm
And one I'm so.
When I'm Oko Western North, when I'm O Campono Region, when I'm
Savannah Oko.
Oko Bunu Easter, when I'm
Oko.
Oko Savannah, when I'm Oko Upper West, when I'm Sakwana. Oko Upper Easter, when I'm Sakwana.
And I'll come
say Northern Region, so and I walk on North East, so when I'm Sakwana.
It's the busiest
10 regions.
It's the busiest road over.
From Accra to 10 regions, one annum.
Over is the busiest road. Now, me entum say a sikentia. You cromano, ye tusikasa rabi and
there's an outstanding $45 million US. I was a ye pediba.
Yanti cromana contractor babaji almost $30 million as mobilization tamale to wale
tamale wale sabelugu mobilization. You must anyway.
Enti we niska just say enipa kwabna ne yinsa ne boso me nkuna ya na obedi Ghana ya mentias ya so omuba omkodi aduane foforo da sa nkofo ya ne omunyini free ye mpotem a ahokire na akire ya omaba omso mbebo ye ya na hwesika seye ena no kwa de me call scholarship secretariat de omu bia ni akire me se de asi wo no ofa de asi wo scholarship secretariat no ye de atwam no
no pass na oho
wo fa se asafoje wontumi nka anioma wakoto na asafoje Musa obi ese Ghana no omunya ewie kura na wakotira parliament so mkuta immunity anu ahyi etan
accountability is it equal to persecution?
David Sanse munu kura de no ametese MB for kro makotira prime news say covid juma game consider na kokora mo wa wono mo per luxury na some running
pagin per luxury
kase mu ye ka muna $100,000 no or come na $4,900 akwakoto and no young mobo and you was suffering as a young man growing up and comfort and do so kroma everybody let me hear me bush your phone na say me ma do tire cotton beans na boka o see a show cotton appetition na boka o see a show just say appetition and say wato boka wi afamuka na ye kwa boka ni tipen sofu na ye nya young man na parliament you know eba be catch say can consider the age and even ye
the chain no so can consider the
chrono
he for no
anya
German.
Kuma ba statistics ya to uranium na nke dey energy. Yes 2017 professor for ne aban ba so ma ba be to uranium ya ma China for. Even ye ko ye dey sha so for no aso for na me ko to. Ye professor for ne doctor for so sa no ko CSR ko hwese professors ne doctor for atong o man insase etise de mo ton chi wingam. Tiebere nyenye sika bi dia kwakọ ye kwan kakra wonti kroma ne ye year of road 2017 year of road 2018 year of road 2019 eye dai na sa kwan wei eda so do ha asai na hongo a enro ya na me free takrade ba kwhwe ye friend say enkrakoko si wini ba asa wo kwa kurasi bi by trans West African road eno na e kwa bijon entu kada so a ya mihia mo cars ni bi wo so ebere ni wenya mfaso because obekwa aba no bo joint we joint na agisika ni nyira tai na pai ti ebere na yemfa ebo ne nkonkoma passenger ebere na nuane efiri farm gate na enkra no ne bo nya de ma nyira esa na obibini adwene de tirim kakra ne ebenya no a o se hweso ye na okwabana ne de ahyere botom owie na sa aban sesa na se ye ne ho adwuma ni enya sa nkofo di bia kwa akotena fom se ye mpene ma ye prosecute anase ye nhwehwe ne nwom adentina wo so wo mpene se o ye mamba pa se wo unyonku Ghana ni afa ye sika anase wo fa ye japade bi ni ye pese ye gifri ne ho na wo ka kire se wo de wo mpene to akotena fom na obede no prevent corruption sa nkofo ni na mo he o mo wie na mo video o mo nto o mo ye mambofo o mo mo man no. You don't deserve your time. Offer everywhere. And it's a match me for the day. Ebre and now no me ko fast akwan so. Me hwa wo mo e dodo na so the titrot room. Na hwe mfuturo kwani pemu a. To be here hospital bills in a year. Na kosro. Esa say ya de nkwa ne ye hu me okromu a. I know what's about this. I know what's about this. Anything see any be se suban a. Ye betumi asolve some problems we.
Na rules minister so on so as me so encourage say.
Me makase one of the mistakes Aura Mahama ya also correcting who immediately. And it's a ranking members na opposition one more munya ministerial appointment he must reshuffle them immediately.
Ostensibly omuni nim issues.
No because see what can be in the past. Our opponents pay you so ansem na tiam. So tiase. Of abeka ya time MPP your campaign in the 1999 2000 benyina no na dodo o mo adwenem no mfi se kofo ba your friend say ora na ne be Ministry of Health because no voice for us on health matters anye bie kura no ye free sa dokufo because no dey why Ghana
medical association president
e dey no rakufo ye o process issue no no we are one of them and that's why you be what can in some in their sector oba memu reality no different ti ma me shift to omunko ba bia no omunko make comments say dey be ya wo mo a omu ene omunko di duma no omunya antagonistic towards them.
Yes, open minded.
Absolutely. O the governs koshe Rosa what can some P in opposition o kofa
you be judging by the kind.
Exactly. Toke bi obi entie o kofa health ya kwabna minka akandwa what can some P or health sector o kofa local government what can some P or omo and omu lead various sectors omo kan sem no say na omu kan sem papa kura no a e be difficult sem kofo befa. So I believe say open chinchine twa open so be ministers reshuffle them to areas that they never made commentaries on. Na omuntumi enye dey eni omuduma e bia ne sa be ya kwame aboja ye pe na mu nsemu a ye nti na ono so de nye nti da ranking member no so e de ne si ne ho kwan so omuntumi nkasa timamufo hia information be bia ye duro no information is key.
Ghana and some na they was over on Facebook Live was over. I quite remember exactly a year ago that I lost my job due to that same road. I lived at Saipeman and was working at Accra Central, and I always left home at 4 a.m. due to heavy traffic on that stretch. I always get to work around 9 a.m., which my boss wasn't happy about it. And when I closed to, the best I will get home is around 10 p.m., 11:30 p.m. thereabout. It's very bad, and we have to do something about it. Due to that, the drivers too have also resorted to transport increment every day.
Diana Cardinal and a crew woman of a from Tudu, now Omafa, a passenger for no. So call a pokwasi in bottom one. Omunyina all of us that obi enu olodo pokwasi. Onfa ba circle. Na dia ya ne se omuma wunsi kura ansa no masate apae o. Ultimo ani asate pae achimota. Enti achimota for the ticket mu na no na omasa atene. Obi ensi o. Na omasa yasaje ju musika. Eba bedu achimota ani asate amasaman. Ghana ni e was so this saje enti omo ye adwuma okrom dia they go through this hustle. And remember if you have a car say transport roads and transport minister no want to mean and so sad you are no free because then na minister so on for ashan ye before no wo mo branch na mo ba adwuma ana mo branch na mo kofia of what na amanone da wo de wo nkwa akire kra ko South Africa ha ne public transport so common okoye Dubai ya efe yesua types of transportation yesua road yesua water yesua air yesua rail obo ni nya ya adwuma eden ye de nya adwuma na yama the private sector no exploiting for ni nyina so nyina say private sector no fi say all bokadro maintenance to say men so no me short change timamufo no na me de esoso nyoma no enu na mo man no nye dey enko nanim etisi ya hwe ampe ne sima pebre a over we aren't going to get anywhere but mesra say minister no roads and highways kwame also kasa if you say it is just not right say sikali bi ni ho a ka kire yemu empempenso a ye duro de ntia wo ha contract na kasa wo
inflated sensitive to the sense that na collective responsibility ntino ontimi and step forward and meka no kure na wo mu say ye piskana na ye nya bi
and ye say na sa omana ye buo no ye de na da de ye ntimi mu omana no eto de bia wo no kure ka no kra no emma nkofo arehie mu say you are ready to do your job so tia say na say ya Ghana fo etuo ye a ubi say dia party na ka odi ayinkwan ne cardinal ne nkofo so mbeso mko demonstration because ense bi o mo ntia say bia ucheche mu chom kwa no mo tia ehu enokro mo meka we dey say eboro mo so tia say yenyi enim say Ghana ko IMF yenyi enim say ko IMF a ma ho kwan ma ntumi international money market ena anu ya na fetch for yi upgrade your rates aba B- yeah do kwaya bembeso a yebetumi asa akọ international money market akọ dey akọ bobisia esa say abra ye call IMF no uko kai staff level agreement na wo mo na boy bi se nyina no ejai eyi omo se free ase esa so call IMF ade che nyina se baby adu no ntumi hwe ho so je se external bi bem eno ti uka sa no a na Ghana for no say afina wadrum bembenso betu akọ international market akọ giska aba be your project sansa wom die anwe ne se die akọ takrade anwe ne se die akọ aflawo anwe ne se die akọ ho anwe ne se udu takrade a ajip ase ho ma dane ekurase overdo second takrade ase ekurase Ghana Sports City pa baby ada ke pe baby akobo adwa aja dan ho kakra na ke kofa ene ko ho no ajefe so ti ase enu ti no saa du kro we no so mane daddy na so de wan dia enye yi
but ya na emu edne se eba ne se ya hwe obi de se uti region
yes
hwe de ekoso conflict ewo enkwanta so hunu MC enkwanta saf ede na wo ye MP enkwanta saf ede na wo ye enipa na ewuwo adan na ye hye no enoma na say it yana government appointees in the person was be na challenges be what them a omuntimi nka ana
ofa me fi say makan mesaka ansa na obi ebeji dibia bi position me no e wo se nipa wo dibia na e hye ne sana so we evaluate no okay anytime met DC bia say o ka say common funding by I get mad common funding free na ma yeah the district show say who resources your business proposals never could GBB Fabio district who try common for 100 years na maya not just a district no go anymore and it all what is out on my penny this out to me initial in sano and the interview the course and the business plan and the some catch on my penny say obet me in a name you
but who original minister ewoti
yes
who MC in Quantasaf who MP in Quantasaf internal rife internal conflict ye kunkum nipa ye hyehye adan ye say ejapade no a die na wo betimi aye in the context of their working
omunya fit for purpose because who are all the security apparatus at your disposal me regional minister me district yi say any compromise obi one more ye yi no ano either so free one of the factions and you know about the public interest or the public good. It's about how I may protect me fashion. Either than that, dealing with the issue, I have a problem. Fan Quantama me for just 2 months, Obianya steady or more. What are we talking about? Yet to grow man go for this moon. What just here? And now no more UTV last year or so, and go 4 year entertainment. Now youth and maybe a boy room. Other year, yeah, can't send me on more and your mother to my boy room. What sort of life is this? Omukoya no makoyin katia wonyina. Say come. Over. Eti adie na ekoso no, eyenkofo bi na compromise and the truth of the matter is that enkofo bi so tinkra hanmo a they make money out of this confusion. They make money. Enkofo bi won mo mu wiase an say your friends are sunwie ba ba bia sikanim na dey entoko.
It is we are regional minister. Na conflict with region. We are municipal chief executive. Conflict with municipality. We are MP. Conflict our constituency. How could you be said to be benefiting from such conflict?
No, they benefit don't you. You can't say stakeholders in Goshi, opinion leaders in Goshi. How many from? Over your opinion leaders, young Goshi will tell you fat and I am you have a friend MP, you have a friend MC, you have a friend regional minister, near friend him for war. Or more from 1 year you saw with the cocoas arguing. Young friend movie. So, I say, a 2 better, you know, or more tone to any woman, a shares room.
So in such instances, wait me a blame MP no. Wait me a blame
also blame
wait me a blame regional.
They are the leaders of the society. So mun to mean so no dia. Then what are they leading? Obia wudi adie mo a krone bono. Now that's what die ni mu say wudi ni mu say e kire ye me so wudi nsamafo so anasa wan. Me a president a regional minister bia anasa DC bia won potemu confusion wo me ma 1 month 20 years of fire you. Obi fu from ra.
Ma aye wonu amra mo be. Solomon Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change. here to receive their provisional certificate for a fully fledged political party.
And chakra. Na party no abidu. Emono chiao.
Na wa MPP ni yemache no. En jo ake aba abidru. Na Solomon Usu said en chakra no ama ake yemache no. Say na he's a clever gentleman and or representing the New Patriotic Party. Now, a year or two, just make what he did. Can I me? I said, "Ono na deputy secretary honum." Na the deputy secretary and this and they can be sensitive. Kaka, that didn't know what me at Nasi. More regional minister, more in Contractor MC, more in Contractor MP. And then Abraham Boafo. What me at Nasi? I'm a conflict and government and otherwise a beautiful society. A Wuti region.
Over. If your money and so that me. I see Bembansu there.
Sorry. Because I
but many video be many video be free one more. And yam one say also. Also the levels of distraction. I don't know what's a basa.
This is my personal house.
Wow,
she wa ufie.
One if you no more fun to sumano.
Men na na wa shoot na kunu da.
I send them on. Come on.
Because that area,
no.
Your friend is saying, Godwin Edusi Tamaklu, Franzo Frinquanta. So for the regional deputy secretary to go through this personal hardship because of a conflict in that area. And as I see a walk and say, Nana. Yetimi abonituo ono ani young man if you kakra wasi yetimi ashifie no na conflict. How do we deal with conflict such that young men afi no omo bebo bra no they are exposed to such conflict? Tell us a little bit, Master Courage Ibrahim Boafo, and tell us what is the underlying or another immediate cause of this conflict here.
Over. We de mefa akwanya isu na machia tiefo nyina na machia aban mpanifo na mama abusiafo a omo Nkwanta South Oti region carry power the crony other part of the district no me omo mahwere omo microphone mo yakọ yenso ayahwere ajapade asahwere microphone so no nyina yakọ ofa meni wu kasai after say ya shimifia shutu me na bemba yi no endro da me na no bada da me akohye ni nyina mama me ni nyina ahye aka ni tinku a mama ni nyina ahye aka ni tinku a so far the number of nkrofo mawu Nkwanta South especially carry enkwano they are more than 20 people. What is the root cause of all this? It's all about Nkwanta Township, who owns it. Now, of Amino, sometimes I don't speak to the substance of issues like this. You call me Meti Ono. As a believer, me say me badeja, me kwadeja. Enti me asasi me de me na me way I'm not interested in it. The minimum say ni amesora me ya mensa be koma no amenye ba bi kakra da ma de achi no ene na ye me amede. Because oti ho is say bi kafra uwo wasi even 100 bedroom apartment kwana wani kumna woda we waja bibi akọ ubanya ne ansa obesa hu say apartment na ye wodia. So what are we fighting for? It's about a first year celebration of Yam Festival Nkwanta. Ena ehun sem eba issue. Under the previous administration, under the regional minister Honorable Joshua Makubu, issue directive be say they shouldn't celebrate the festival. Actually for now belong to that tribe no. Ena out of you to know, out of alacrity, kind of zeal, like the zealous, they've gone to do it and create a problem. And I know the issues are bad and almost solve. And recently, the new administration under my boss, regional minister or Miami Party chairman, Rexec moderative so Omumbandi festival celebration activity Pia on Nkwanta Township until further notice. And the actual group again, Omako say Omoko poor libation. There's a particular portion of land on Nkwanta. Honumuna Omuton Baire, commercial sale place where they sell land. Now time memorial no Mbra, there are no issues, Before buy a fufro or my buy a fufro market, they go to post on libation there to thank the ancestors and then for the harvest na bibi samba. But the fact that they've banned all activities, they thought say, I have shared in one of my ban, but such libation, it is permissible. And no massacre creating a trigger issue. As to no matter any wrong or a right, or more marital any wrong or a right, I have no idea. But maybe issue is offer. I didn't know I could create a problem in getting na. Gunshot album. Then all of a sudden a stray bullet. Hiti secondary school near Kolabu on Quanta Senior High School. I call Chomok. Abofra na call Chomok be innocent abofra and a bullet be hit abofra no in a cold blood. For unfortunate abofra na no or a conco money. So this ropes in the concomers into the matter. And are creating a lot of problem. Now, the aspect of my own government failure in this particular matter, I am a regional minister, me MC, because even me fear Ayashi is not my problem. I believe that this is vanity, and anything vanity is not for me. Never me then life. No matter the situation of everybody know my stand on human rights issue, because when I pursue my master's degree in law, I specialize in international human rights law, and I'm very passionate about human rights. No matter the offense or phobia offer, Nipa have a right to be heard. Nipa have a right to protect his life. And me particular me fear ya sheno. Me nya intel see ye kwa shi me fear. Me friend me MC. My friend, my regional minister, me say me pamucho. This is my lifetime investment. My bread. Me see fear when NDC was in opposition. 2 times regional executive officer. Party ba mumia my financing and me financing me a party in my small cycles. My commitment on this radio. Na sabi ka fraka kran so me amede me so me parent they are going to burn it. Omanfi, they keep playing games with my mind. They keep playing games with my mind. Oh my God, the people wonder. Me catch up. Oh, 70 something. This is in the Yana one demand granite. Or only them you be shini fee na yayi na bonu choku na sa shini fee na account. Mami abruwa over 80 years or yaro ntimi granite. Ya be shit ne bada ya odam na ahye mami ni nyina aka ni tingwa na eda ho. Obi bia This is a title holder of the community.
A video of Bema ye no naked. Na daja ni bibia go so na supposedly wopun kotodwe na
Opacha for his life.
Opacha na Bema foforo so sebi onso tumi yi ne Bema na odwonso edigu no so na o man instructions na ode dwonso no ehohoro na nimma bi konam na such human degradation ewo Ghana
Offer mbra colonization era kra mbrofo yo ma colonization. Offer I am not in my own NDC government. Upon me sacrifices in na my 3 ministers so ma me soldier for me no pe no munjina mbua me fie. This is a house I spent over 500,000 Ghana cedis. Mbua me keke. Nobody mind me.
So why personal property?
My personal property. I have no value in NDC. Nobody respect me. Na me betina no nyina ya bibia different party, a different government. Na me ya bibia with my intellectual capacity nyina it's of no value to the party. Someone to me mama shimpo and mama fan and for my suffering now. And this for can't you protect my house too? A regional deputy secretary of a ruling government. I couldn't get just a military man or two to help protect my property. I didn't call. I didn't call Bonnie Pan and I won't throw beer money pig call. My friend defense minister after that and I'm in Crawford because I am the only person there who is a regional executive officer in the party in government. Pressure damn so my people are calling me left right. My friend defense minister after the deputy after me Mustafa Ban, the deputy director of operations or the presidency offering me a region. My friend Munina to come to my rescue. Obianfi of an amenity. Of an amenity. This is my son, my brother. If you went Kwana, if you are my boy Braka Kramasia, and you miss me, a car, Miss Mikabi said, and Yanya Kurana said, a room Ramina Missanya scam hide and wakra. Me come grow many babiadano. I saw that and I'm video machine in Yanano.
Archers, a deputy regional secretary of the NDC in the whole Uti region, na municipality in Kwantaho, and na internal rife conflict. Say Yakugun San by from Ebra Abba. Na ye subject nipa to the human degradation, and ya targeted war deputy secretary no, ufie kakrana, what me see no, yama o papa. Papa or grandfather yabunitu and a grandmother yasheno and a fear no so and now you are led to believe say you were over 200 military men.
Also, according to my regional minister on your phone call, he had over 400 military men. Now 400 military men was a small municipality couldn't protect lives of Aminukasa as we speak. So friend or no minister now friend but the phone when that's how don't bed in the crowd and pregnant women are sleeping in the bush. And Bofra, I'm out for a call labor, I bush. And for a week now, and member and my friend and Baumuden Uram. In this weather, people are sleeping in the bush.
My many deputy general secretary.
But I said, you know, Ato Abraham, so serious. I'm sorry.
My many deputy general secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Nkasa. Mustafa Gbande, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Nampacho, what is ADAKABRI?
Radia
usually, Yene Ibrahim Buafo, Deputy Uti Regional Secretary, and a year program Hasi. Into the issue at the said, ne, na, escalating conflict, a war in Quanta, Saf. Discussions say, intimate contain this situation, you know. Yeah, the enemy so no or babe my a background information crana. Then we are shocked to learn say he has suffered personal loss. Just we break it down emotionally at in the show studio ha. Amami amiraho. Nina say as a young man dedicating himself to the upliftment of the new National Democratic Congress for which Onyanya Bibi about his own perturbed, but the whole some party no. na ne fie kakra watimi asi a ɔde ne maame ne maame papa ɔmo atena mu no yɛtimi target efie no in the midst of almost 400 military men in Nkwanta South ama ya shoot no grandfather no ɛna ne grandmother no so yahye no ma ɔno so just bibibi ɔnyɛ ama ne fie no so no yɛtimi ahye efie no nyinaa. Now I'm saying say report to the higher echelons of the National Democratic Congress. What do you propose to do about a young man what dedicating on for the upliftment of the National Democratic Congress? Na bibini any targeting on.
Yo, I mean, I'm medium madawaste. Na interview abe putupum. Na so my condolence and I think so to associate with the thing. But I know here, this is the first time I'm getting this report. Now, my encouragement to him, and it's the National Democratic Congress. Omanfeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and then him. You see, our buyer bad time. We are president. Now, this we are new, and I'm about to say, Edrianina Abedaho, and as a queen, you're the best of mine. You better check. I'm a Wia, Tabi Kakra. Now, so, and your daba upon your diffidine. I remember when they be a batch thing. Now, actually, when you come say, and no, maybe I'm Maya and Chester and penny for you the final. I have a tre and the idea and get here and issue. Now, and quanta issue no Uber Kaya a idea. Even last year, and I deal with that take a crack, a woman or Maka woman. Omina Swabay, Busia for. And Quanta, you need gold war hop. You need diamond war hop. And Kabatang and a cra, your papa near my memo transfer. Actually, a failure. Now, a justice here to see me. It's unfortunate, avoidably so. A buying so edges in one. And penny poor a year, dear baby, Sadiano. The Bethania saw unknown. And I knew in a year, Ghana for. We have seen for and Rano a buying penny for the Bayetuma. Be Pia or shade there or yet a near man and for Emra quine so. Danny Panene a buying penny for anybody. Me sure that national security, a soldier for near police 1 penny for. The Oba Kaya current National Security Coordinator, Razak. The first public duty or call your A.M. Quanta, Obakaya. Our different food now call to see that it won't repeat itself. As so I know, I will be a piece at the end of Pocrano, ye. Nanu ya sounds easy, not a will be our. And I will assure him that government, AABBR, Ombeswano, na afe, Ubia autonomy.
Deputy, dear, actually, so Kakrano could we say, Sir Regional Minister to me confirm, say, ya lot up to 400 security personnel, soldiers at the manual. You begin to look at it in terms of, say, a year day. Now, as said, hide and seek, guerrilla warfare be nipa bi atimi take over nkwanta saa.
Oh, Debbie, nobody can take over and quantasa. Double kind swap. You see, normally these things, there are a lot of history to it. But last year, President Akufo-Addo aban so. Omo ko sechi aban panyin pa fie kura hu etuo ne ade wole. And I'm star and Quantaniama winner. And it was alleged that at the time, DC now, the field who are any money. Now, local conflict, that is the nature and form. I saw your phone police body. The only answer, Omobe Petrol, normal service buffer. And I feel and call for a cow or make me a separate. And I feel so 1 year investigation. I said a baby, the Libe Unitina about 1 notice and attention, no more to me averting. Beyond that, and anything now bet to me. But I can assure you so 1 year, that at one so I can and for 4. Omunim se omu ye ring leaders a omu eka ho ya che omu nyina a ye ka ho yi omu police for NSM. And we will continue to engage in the same medium to ensure that aban panyifo police for soldier for ne womu hwe amasade we as the regional minister now will play a non-partial role. Ya de mra be ye adwuma se obi bia obu emrano nipa ne emra ebedi oti region eni sa nyema we bi. It's strange, the region.
If you say Abraham Boafo me share a ne background a ye ne de te ase ya nti mi kura de begitro me ho so say me ne eye menua panyine His Excellency Beto Smith Beka na the Minister Councillor Press Crowd UK and the amana with that background up to masters in law no say you didn't call as a press attaché crowd say Washington say London crana ebebo timi kra me dwene ho say afede asem musu so asan beto say he's a young man me pena sympathy ama me rekra aho and I would
say Oman Penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama appointment awena or why you juma now on 10 and Kaya on your via near fee and Kaya. The only thing I can say as a Deputy General Secretary, Kaya Juma at the party no about power. Juma now so far. So share said the Oman Penny a year appointments on the fire. It simply means one thing that the president is committed to working with fresh blood, competence. And now one more on be a woman to me after every Ghana year. Abraham, my junior brother, may be one of them. He may also be one of the many NDC executives Ayaya Juma. Sabi, omunya appointment here. And no interested woman in April announced the party is not aware of his credentials. Abutrend union couldn't be. Now, Bible, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. I say, and I'll read to him that after you have suffered a little while, and suffering means affliction, setback, delays, God of all grace, He will restore you. I have been through that ordeal before, ADAKABRI, and I have lost every single thing. But the right times will come.
I read that story about you losing everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't sit back. I didn't break down. Okay, time wa me couple Deputy General Secretary. I think I had an interview with one of your stations, and I indicated that I am going to turn my pain into an energy to ensure that President Akufo-Addo's government was grounded. And I'm the happiest man that through the grace of God, a government, a regime that afflicted pain in the lives of innocent people was taken out. I'm happy today, in as much as any NDP no position, that Omonpenny acting to me so be at the Amama Menso Memebuano, am I some party Puna Adakabre, but be admitted as a deputy director of operation now. And Yamresa, and yet Kenti, and yet to me Kenti, and yet Brepan, and yet to me so.
Yes.
That party for and the young custom one party in me with Chenua, what to me abuano party ni here bibia to me adding a name kind. Adakabre it starts PM. I'm not sitting in this position for luxury and comfort. If you gave me being unemployed and serving as a deputy director of operation, I will only choose a deputy director of operation because it's an honor that it is not because it's luxury.
Now, if you cross also no, a human crana or the amount say, or 14 say, she party for no. It's a very good position and presidency no etimi accurate. Now, what we call also no, ye free we no wafa. We know of situations Omo can say omo share a year party for no. O friend no kura on fa party for no kura na omo nim se bibisa ho. But for you to admit publicly, say deputy director operations ne say share ne share party for na ye frɛ wo so na wafa no. I hope and believe you continue that way, and obviously the party will recall one day one time the way there ne hitu ye kura ne ye kɔ ne frɛ na wafa. Let's continue to hear more from you.
Adakabre, let me tell you, Obi Bia own himself politics an arena of responsibility no. Is not experienced in politics. O common officer, file beyond now. Phone calls every 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. Party near and watching. If you home book or course, maybe crano, who won't to me in fact. Party for be do attempt, but those are your people. What may do attempt because you are the focal person, you are the one they can reach out to listen to their frustration. And I'll also assure you, sir, woman teaming for one more cause. Much as I won't defend them. Adakabre, 6 months, over Kaya President Mills Abreso. Now, Oda so what you may move. By this time, now I near this TV, Echo Alaji Dusu Mahama Committee. Now I near could be reaching. Sir, and conform your any point to warm. President Mahama number 1, Obaye. Even though Sir President Mills, agent the baby coin and President Mahama Tuaso. Appointment. Also delay almost a year and sign a 30 up government. President Akufo-Addo Baye, Taoba Kaya. By this time, Nana all board ministers or the profile and Twabontain over Kai. There is no government in the history of this country. 6 months in power. Now, what me setting up government. Now, what me turning even the country around. It has never happened before. Adakabre, for the first time in the history of our party, almost all 16, apart from 2 regional secretaries, are all regional ministers. For the first time, 2 regional chairmen are regional ministers. And I'm talking about Northern region and OT region, my own region.
Yeah.
Who share the number of party people who call National Executive Committee, where I serve as a Deputy General Secretary. It has never happened in the history of this country. No NDC government have appointed close to 70% of national officers into government. The only reason why the president did this is to make sure, sir, more parties for more campaigning ako constituencies are party for ni mono. So who your minister, who your CEO, the party ni bibi here no obetimi abawo. But as we speak today, there are many of these appointees. I am the CEO. So shared maybe a MPA. Yeah, director of election. Educator Makona. Obi ohono obi board. And in the board, no one start here. Juma ADAKABRI who party ni na open contract. Don't mean yabi mount. Na the salary cry ma na meton botomua. Who party ni na went to me and pay school fees no. On yabi mount.
And let's not forget to say Education say an enquanta boy.
Aha, menu. Anna, make a so. What we came to meet is fraudulency and fraud as a legacy of President Akufo-Addo. The one year investigation at your ministry and agency. So most of the CEOs are engaged in these exercises. Much as I know that they are attending to issue of administrative things and establishments, some of them go their way to deal with party issues. And as we speak, at a number of regional executives are getting at the almost and see that. The only reason why we are doing that, or the president is doing that, is to reward the grassroots, is to bring the government closer to the grassroots.
In this particular instance, you know, the minister one say, moon verify the claims as I've enumerated to you about Abraham Boafo. Na mon chron officially, and na mon commiserate. Na ultimate function.
Let me tell you, he knows what we are doing behind for him.
Yeah,
but I believe in patience.
About trade you man kunim.
A branch now too. Now people screw by. When you be a said you can't say only mude. This is one of the intelligent deputy secretaries we have had. Very energetic. And he onya upset. His problem, his plight, his challenges are known by the party. And the party will not leave him to the ground. That is the assurance I will give him. He knows my office. And I will come to the office and we'll talk. My doors are open to him.
Right. And I believe you.
As party leadership will do that.
And I believe you say Oka Omwa, and the fact that also young Quanta, or also young Quanta, Eduji young Quanta, it is my fervent view. The President of the Republic, BB say Obama young men and women are NDC belongs to you, no. Most will be ye. Now what me dedicate him, one rededicate him on the Abua MPP NDC. To me that was say what can I say? Na yes we better na kuma na mahwe say emotions ni nyina abeba form na ofiri ase hwen no obeba ho se ni nua panyini na menim de oso betimi aye de aboa na young men and women na o ma rededicate to the cause of the NDC no o mo so etimi anya bibia gina yie na da nyina na china enye ne china no o mo kom ho de ama NDC why
memfa won sense form say wonso ne waye enye obi a na ye Obobra pa ye do one dance here. Yes, so yam for when for science for that was a pa.
Yamin Mustafa Bande na a very sad spectacular. Your witness was this young man. You didn't program so
program Abumanum. I don't think
just a picture says
sad.
Enoch. Yentio kakra to a spectacle of Unya Ganeni for ethnic. Unse and graphic dear president can the president can be a graphic president of the republic or say there be was it delegate and a back or see nya ethnic tribalism ceremony so no na unye ni papa eno obetimi amu obunku to dwe naked na bema wa jonso e de agu anim de ba okokoso President of the Republic said, we must speak a language of peace, compassion, and mutual respect. We must build bridges, not barriers. For we are one people, sharing one land, and pursuing one identity and destiny. So, if you say, ethnicity, religious, obi say Dr. Mamman Baumia. Yet me the no money be for foreign no abuza say and are we to accept says will be a Muslim, will be every north or not dear yentimi kind say ye nyina wo equal opportunity, equal access na yetimi dwunso gu nipa so ema ode dwunso hohuru nanim under command. Enoch, what have you got to tell us?
We the mentia otiefo na meba hana me wani giem anso me betena ha nua panyi kasaye ama me ra ho pa because very sad. Young men and women are dedicating Muhammad party no. It is very sad say obi etunu ho esi ho aye party adwuma na in the 7th, we are in the 7th month of their government na even po appointment in po onye biye na fi in his own government more abemu na BBC asantu na ni fie ashe asenkum ne na ba ne na bema very sad. First of all, me wishing condolence BBC atono na mum se yan heye ewo oman Ghana sana nyema bi koso with this tribalism and ethnicity no. I think it is becoming the order of the day. Idea de bia because no better ha we see me we ni ade niema we kwan no abe we ade na nipa we say omomfata. You see, all those things do not help us. And sana okay sana sha say senka truthfully senka regional minister ni MC ni MP wo ho to one among at the early stages ebia na nka mbedru se na
400 soldiers.
I'm not sure because me just say nkwanta ye kro kese bia
ye bitimi imagine samusa.
No, because this could have been resolved at the early stages. Nemo ya shama make kind stories say nipa ewuwu ni ade nkwanso wo ye ba kope na nipa ewuwu na ifie ahye aban ene wa bemu. It is sad. It is very sad.
Targeting.
Yes, because sana okay you me say you're targeting abetina ha o san 18 issue. Say I say aban enimnenum ya wo hwe na wotu anamon ho because ebia na ene deputy secretary no china nso na ekoye hwan. The ordinary people say ntokwa basa the ordinary people na esofo wona wo ho na esofo e me video bi a ye bo bi naked. Why should it be so?
Because diabenti
denti na e wo say ye kodum pempenso we
etimi guni pani masesa
o ka say ya set illegal barrier uduro na ebisa we yesesan we
ufri ha na eti wuti card na ko drew such a barrier adie pa na just empire be wo say wakoma
point no den na o say me ko wu ana say me binya mitie didimu. And you see, this is not a big town. I was say yetimi struggle even when it comes to security and reinforcement. I was saying that this thing should be resolved at the early stages. And once you train man could do pempers because you can you solve other issues or top on.
Yeah.
Now for ya sambim. So
then a stray bullet ekwaka konkumba ni akwala student so then you are drawing the concumbers into
it. Now omonso Kenya omo na afi ade na nka ye ketua na ye be solve no na aji.
And amanya region so indeed within the Uti region Nkwanta is very strong pa.
Yes.
Nkwanta KJB so omo ye very strong. Now stress Nkwanta kuta two municipalities kuta two constituencies. Utwa Nkwanta e de akọ eye Dambai ukross nso no ano moving towards Bimbila. Sa stretch one bayire say more or less no bayire more than 65% of bayira ye dealing kra ha nyina no ho na fribo.
So it should tell us even economic wise krano it can affect Ghana as a whole because na okay this is not a yiketua bi o check Nkwanta no mponko awo municipalities too
Nkwanta north and Nkwanta south
esan wo MPs mienu ansana yaba region enso
enkura kese na wo oti Nkwanta ene Dambai ene KJB
So that
And,
makes even the region.
Karachi.
A honema a region, no. And it's such a big town. This should happen there. This is the first step you have to take, even as a regional minister, MC, MPs. Now, Kofon say, "Move boy, Juma or Honum." But it should get to this point. Your own party faithful, our some party, no, in opposition. Now in opposition, what bre etimi ekukru dan esi with his own sweat.
Oh, and now crowd there so one day one coin dear. Be obey me as sense be but busa say dear ni bit me use young men at the year if not for the benefit of the whole community.
Very sad. But you see, when it happens that way, top politicians are one bang grassroots need your mono most likely okay. But one what bang grassroots on a grassroots no one bad directly they are affected.
Pregnant women are camping
and
in the bushes.
And it's even going to affect healthcare system. Healthcare system.
So the hospital home.
Grow back cry say ghost town. Obi ebejane. School teachers one watch that they won't flow omni na abejane. All of them. Everybody will run and
Omuni Togo a share border. And the Yabani say na ebi ebe cross over.
Yes.
The alcohol. But a horse no a topography no why a bipum and a horse so you know. So no. And the obi say keri say uko share the way a banche. One district, one factory, omu ye bikra in the new region, no. You would have thought to say, I say, yet what the biana, bibia ba a year, a form has a war, a year mid water, southern water, into northern water. I don't know what come. Into being given a region now, no, gives you the opportunity to more or less rise into chocosi for no, cratchy for no, and quanta, your friend saying, KJB at the bar, and then one would have to think, what are we doing to make sure, say, a year Oti region, everything I'm muso.
Of our own, say, one beautiful thing, the current national security coordinator, Oba office, I was starting and say, areas like Nkwanta are volatile. They place national security cameras at some strategic areas. Some amreya and a trigger problem we know. Those who did it to crown a videos be go about it. So the me beside say couldn't intelligence officers intercepted those in that video. And now national security omo shooting now a bit straight now car abofrano krano couldn't let have took those cameras no man be no come yi 1 or 2 bad nuts no afimwa ko face the law. Then innocent pregnant women, children, government workers can have life to be in contact and other areas.
Ubekomuno indigenous ni be a strategic places be a or mono a rock. Inti yana o handle when monoa you handle with care. Now why you sensitive with your comments?
Me be said same me Abraham Boafo cry na say bika fra national security or intelligence or information say I am part of this. Why don't you come and arrest me and lock me and leave others to have their right to life?
And yet that easy. National security operatives are struggling, except they cannot tell us.
Because many who can say, I do a see, oh, cause I mean, oh, Abraham would dear, and say, oh, dear, I do a by you have always on 30th of June. Me issue statement in my capacity as Deputy Regional Secretary. And if you permit me, make kind of statements, no, now, what would your mature answer? And then it is a question me. I was like, appeal for calm and ceasefire. I humbly call on all the factions of the ongoing community clashes in Kwanda South municipality and its environment to be calm, forgive each other and ceasefire. The people of Achode, Adele, and Chala remains brothers, relatives and friends bonded together by nature. No matter the difference, let's remember the common bond shared by our ancestors and remain calm and forgive each other for peace, harmony, and security to prevail. Our dear brothers and sisters from the Konkoma group, the above named tribe and we remains very good neighbors with extended family relations. Let's again reflect over the common bond shared by our ancestors and forebearers in Nkwanta municipality and its environs to cease fire to allow peace and calm to prevail in the beautiful Nkwanta we all proudly call home. I am by this statement in my capacity as the NDC Regional Deputy Secretary for OT, appealing to all factions to forgive each other and allow peace and calm to safeguard humanity and properties. Let's consider the pregnant women, the infant, innocent government workers, and the other people who have been living in the bushes for days now without food and water as a result of the ongoing disturbances. I hope my sincere and humble appeal touches the heart of all stakeholders to call back their men to cease fire.
Enoch, this is a young man.
This is what I released on 30th of June.
It was soon at the end. The only answer say, "Yena yenuanom na we free her. Na yesi ye gunsa. Na nsa ye gu ye no say ye gunsa say by foforo na aba no. Ema ye mfa so de mfa man." And the young man suffers for such an Ubekan say Bibia why ya say what all aspirations in wajiatum on one sided. What are they supposed to do with statement Uniano issue in his capacity as a deputy regional secretary?
Intino, Mejidimpo say each statement away issue not only as the deputy secretary of the party, but also as part of them in that place in
good neighborliness.
Was soon there, no didn't see who issue we say, Minko joining Haminko join mum, yenina a mum, nanya esino, yen chato, because a go a long way to affect a lot of people, because I cracked out to just a big crowd, she bushma, when yan soon an impondi, Intino se munipa bakumianumi and sa, anymore, say because of your personal interest. Or because of your goal, Intino, Mobama Sanipa Wemuni na abred ya. One moma yen trasso, and no penny statement our issue. Say, let's end it. And you see, say what me a true baby simple, no come expect say it should go a long way for people to have had to listen. And aside that, his party to also come to his aid quickly because he has issued
in demonstrating fairness.
Yes, one could. Gina side, biaba me did say ebia ono so baby o free o side be o free, but at this point,
Banko Gina ni group nechi into impartiality.
What should I say fairness? We all should come together.
A reference to three groupings and neighborliness with the concumbers. So it is with such and also a promo to Emma Obi na baako at the end of it all no. Yeah, if you see a so no, and some goes to the it way back. He mentioned one thing. What do you think? Enoch Fojo Ake MPP communications team member, national security war, camera systems. Do we see national security stamping the authority based on the machinery, no cameras or fix your hormone?
When it comes to national security issues, sir. And yet, there may be cameras and everything over there. People. But you see, when it comes to conflict, once per camera no without mediation and arbitration, no, it could also land in say more any more time you nipa ba kokra or the any. Because but you see, I believe that these people have leaders. Especially with the three about tribes over there in our bobono. I think say quickly, all hopes is not lost. Near Omedika Asayano no enko wana wedike no. Sorry to say that's already been happening. But we should be able to protect the lives left. Because sana yeka nipa gusu wo ho. By now,
it's still happening. They are still killing. They are still burning houses. Many will for me by studio. He calls over, and then if 1 week, my and I will see my group, my tribe before. No, I am the only leading political figure in the NDC. I am the only regional executive or deputy secretary or regional executive who is an actual man.
Look up to you.
So I am I am the stakeholder. I am, and my people are thinking that the government is also not being fair to them because the military will come and leave one community where there are not enough deployment. The military will even see people committing crime and they won't do anything. So my people that let allegedly Masu nyina hihye me. My year course nyina me tie prime. So at this point I'm frustrated. I am frustrated. The thing keep going on. It is happening. We have your BNI, your police, your all the security apparatus in the region and the municipality. Why should it be so? 3 communities under search for days. Yet me issue warning, and then you she crow away, and we will give the secret almost all the intelligence. The politician, all intelligent, but it still go to happen.
They just say nothing happens.
At this point, I am frustrated myself because even I feel unsafe now. Yes. Because if they can burn my house, an innocent person like me,
who knows where you are being targeted?
Who am I targeted? I don't know if I am safe.
Manuel Darkon, normally on that new baby Shiamo say Manuel Darkon of the New Patriotic Party, or say it is very sad to hear what has happened to my brother Abraham Boafo. The NDC must come to his rescue. That is what Abraham is telling you. And this is another public servant at the Ministry of Interior. And then he also good afternoon, Alhaji Mahmoud Usioma ADAKABRI, aka of ADAKABRI. In fact, I'm so sad for the gentleman who narrated his issue about Nkwanta. All I can say or console him with is may the heavens grant him a strong heart to be able to contain that huge trauma and Peter at the buy. In having to end up Mempesa Obakasta a bill than to direct you say what Nekuku Mustafa na yintimi say sa 3 tribes no under siege omutimi de intelligence bano. What can we do to act on the intelligence say you say a china baba beshia nampa china susuni ababa shehono. Then we have questions to ask the intelligence architecture, and we will do that one. Mema one can be what can we do to protect you? Os unim say diabete me sichna. But I will leave you in the hands of your brother Enoch Fojo Ake of the New Patriotic Party, because we are young men fighting for a political cause. Enoch, Adiana Okade Achechiri Wuni and Ray.
Yedi kansana makano. First of all, no, say yetimi ekum ne nanano mienu na yetimi ashinifia. Who knows what might happen tomorrow? He might even be a target because son of can in his tribe who is more like a stakeholder or a figurehead.
It's a lighting. Yes. A light ahead of them.
Entine se okoni crew mena e sroni ayemhihie no yeden odebeko. And a young man aye kan wotimi esua de a owo masters in law. We can't allow such.
So ametna radio so hama asemu ya mama yanka. Eye den anka yate at the national level. Exactly what is happening there.
Very sad. And you see, he has used all mechanism, means or to make his point loud. Written a letter out. Wafre through course. He has made everything out there. Wa make it course. Say ene go for say. And you see, it is painful, say, or making all this effort, but still, these law enforcement bodies, these security agencies are not being able to come to his aid to ensure that peace will prevail. Because if you have people helping you in intelligence, giving you information that this is going to happen, and still, it is still, you know it will happen in maybe 12 hours or 24 hours.
But do we know whether the regional minister, the Nkwanta South MC, the Nkwanta South MP, are they part of the 3 under siege tribunal?
They are not.
It belongs to any of the 3 under siege tribunal.
That's it. That is it. And the poncho, no matter what, say, even me try before now a committee, special crime be cry against NDC as a party and a government and anybody me say gufem my bunko to dia poncho omo fa born in chair no mo allow the life of people to prevail. You me poncho me prime minister, even as a minister as a person ya ye no boni bi krampo and obi bia ya ye no boni bi pia obi bia 24 ye no boni bia no. I'm just pleading, I'm on my knees me poncho. And there are other fashions, no 24 stakeholders are more can have a beer. We are saying, "Mutiemi, mon friend, mon gros, mon poncho, no mon protect it at 24. Now, actually, our lives and properties should. I didn't know who called the amuko. Yeah, I must say, mano. Yeah, still, me say it is my belief. Say I don't believe in retaliation. I don't believe in violence. Now, say vanity matters not to me. Me the assistant for peace. Yeah, patch house a boni special. Me born at 24 year. Mon fire born in chair. na ade ntokwa ya bai no omo ntwa so na lives no aka no ometimi atena na nyamea pemu na wafre ho na japade nkan na aka no omo njama no ho na nkrofo omo dan yura mu nyino omo ba kromu a omenye babia atena enya atwodefo nkwa no mu protect chalafo adelefo konkomafo obi bia o area ho no bia no enya government protection because e be ka from prensa e kosi a owo ni kosi no enya atwodefo nkwa na ewu other tribes no so be unfortunately some of them are also dying. What are we doing to our people? We are a common people. We share the common vision. We are to fight against poverty and hardship. Why are we now fighting against ourselves? And to me, anami fre me pacho ama ben say on coming to the rescue. And yet to the phone kwa on the tribes na adele chala obi bia government should come to our rescue. And I mean okay. Mikro more than it goes down. And yeah, actually, phone one adjoining other tribes and so adjoining. There is no way you can call home government where you community tip compound no be better than hobium. And in the same after obi here paracetamol so that the nipande wu because there is nobody to administer healthcare there. Yeah, poncho.
We will follow it up.
This is serious.
We will follow it up because our extermination, and such a Ghana. Yida ho kasa ansem no ebiem ida to no bi beka boku but real scenario no ya penti amaye ne e won kwanta saf no it's extremely worrying into no e be skoto no watimi akọ Mustafa Gbande ho na said ye Enokfojo Ake of the New Patriotic Party on also so appeal no it is our hope and wish say baby obi belong to be an yematu nkotwe baby atwere na extermination there a ethnic cleansing a very serious something we should not encourage at all na yenna awurade ase na yenim say abrantie no ukusua de say nyankropon ebe ma wonim de na benya no ubetimi amana bear on other tribes and other Ghanaians war in Quantasaf na yetimi ahwe ama sanity a prevail. But for now yedi asida yedi beda Enokfojo Ake of the New Patriotic Party, Solomon Owusu of the Movement for Change, and embattled Deputy Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Abraham Boafo. Ebi Nyamenka Edewasipa.